Right, everyone, Reflector here. Another Friday night stream. Might be on for 3 hours tonight. I'm not sure. I reckon I'll do at least 2. Probably go to 3. You know me. So yeah, I'll just do my business first. I always do. So if you're new to this channel and you like the look of it, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video because it'll help it get shared around a bit. Share it if you want as well. And if you're a long time watcher and all that, and you want to support this channel, well, you don't have to be a long time viewer. But if you ever wanted to support this channel, you're more likely to if you've been watching a long time, because you'll know more about me. I've got a Patreon account where you can get your name on there. It shows up better on my proper videos. I use a different camera, but you'll have your name on there for $1. Your name will be on that permanently, or as long as you're a patron anyway. And then if you ever shop at GearBest or Amazon, I've got affiliate links for those. And if you buy stuff using my links, I get something like 7 to 10% of what you spend at no cost to you. You can support the channel that way just by buying stuff. Now, there were some Amazon.co.uk links, but due to some weird fuck up with Amazon, they've shut that account down. But I've reopened one, but this time I'm going to leave it a week to make sure it's all right this time. What it was, if anyone's wondering, I can't see no comments yet. Amazon ask you what websites you're going to put the links on and stuff like that in the ads. So I put off every single thing that I go on, Top Buzz and all that, and BitChute. And they must have just looked at like the last one I put on, which may have been like my Twitter account or something, or maybe even my BitChute or Top Buzz. They've only got like 50 followers. And then they've read that instead of looking at the YouTube one, and then said, I don't have enough followers to have the account. So they shut it down. And then I said, well, what about the money? And because I had got a bit of money, it was only a couple of quid, but people had been using them links, and I'd put links on 200 videos as well, which pissed me off. And I said, just, I want you to reinstate it. No, we can't. Just make a new account. So that's all I could do. So. Right, I'll come over to the comments now. Right, so Zed Not Z's on, you right, mate? Liam's on, you right, weapons and stuff, you right, Liam? And Leon's on, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm just going to refresh this page quickly, and then I'll be away. I'll be sorted. Yeah, so I haven't been doing much. Let's play on there. Get rid of this top chat. Yeah, I think that's everything done. Yeah, I haven't been doing a lot today. What have I done? I got up. Let me think. I got up quite early. I've been getting up normal time. Well, all this year actually. I have a habit of getting up like sleeping stupid times. But all of this year I've been sleeping normally. I'm trying to get into the habit of it. So that's a good half the year. Got up. It's weird. I can't remember what I do half the time because you do the same stuff, don't you? Got up, went on here. Oh no, went at the post office. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, 2 of you will know that. 2 of the commenters will know that because that was for you. Yeah, I went at the post office. It was today, wasn't it? That was today, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I went at the post office. Yeah, that was today, wasn't it? I'm not going mad. Did that, came back, had my lunch. Some of my lunch involved sauerkraut, which I've never had before. So don't mind it, but it gives me a bit of a gas and flatulence. Don't know if make you. It says on the Wikipedia for it if you eat too much, it does that. And what I do in the afternoon, I did that video. Oh yeah, and then my nephew and niece came round at about 3:30. So the rest of it was just messing around with them and cooking the dinner. We had Mexican today, beef fajitas. Weapons I've said hello on tonight as the play is all wrapped up. Nice. Yeah, people had been asking where you was, you know. They had missed you on here. Leon said, all right, how you doing? Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad. Other stuff. I filmed 2 videos in the garden with my air rifles as my neighbour was on holiday. Yeah, I've been thinking about a similar thing to that, about I'm going to have the shooting competition soon, and I notice my neighbours are getting in their garden a lot, so I may have to start getting up early to not too early, obviously, because I'll be up too early to shoot even, but I need to work out a time when they're out. You know what I mean? Because I know they won't mind. I don't like disturbing people, you know, it's not fair. They may not feel comfortable sitting in their garden with someone shooting an air rifle in the next garden. If they knew me good enough, because they know me reasonably well, but if they knew how I was with air guns and that, they would know it'd be all right. But I know when I hear my neighbour two doors down, that I would not want to be next door to him or behind him, because he's probably the kind of person who wouldn't have a backstop up, or like the one next door to me who was shooting through a fucking thin bush once. And I thought that if someone's in that back garden, they're gonna get hit. But see, they would, if they knew me, they knew I'd never do that. Mean Machine, right, mate? Leon said, can't watch for long, unfortunately, busy day. Bone Dark, right, mate? He said, all right. I said, yeah, not bad, not bad. Said not say, what you mean is that makes you fart like a champion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does actually say on the I went on the Wikipedia just to see, because I'll tell you what it was. When I ate the sauerkraut, it tastes like it's pickled. But when you actually look on the ingredients, there's no vinegar in it. All there is cabbage, water, and salt. So I thought, that's weird. That really, really, really tastes of vinegar. So I looked on the Wikipedia and it said sauerkraut is fermented, and then that produces lactic acid, and that's the vinegar taste. And then that's when I read about it makes you fart. Weapon stuff, yeah. I might film another Harvard video tomorrow for the same reason. Yeah, it's worth getting them ones out the way while you got a chance in it after time. You know, I think you're the same as me. You know your neighbours will be fine with it, but you don't really want to disturb them or sort of worry them, you know, just in case. Because I'm pretty sure both my neighbours would be fine, but you know, I just think how I might feel if I didn't know these things. You know what I mean? Leon said, looking forward to the nice, mate. Oh, nice. Yeah, good. Yeah, I may mention some of them tonight. Yeah, because that was like a private video, the one I put on the not private, but you know what I mean, Patreons only. Do you know what I mean? I thought I'd offer them to you lot first because it's people I know. Because the thing is, although it's no different than selling on eBay, I suppose, I get put off selling things to total strangers. You know, but it is no different on eBay, really, is it? eBay is all going to be complete strangers. I do much prefer selling stuff to people I know, you know, or speak to, because you know you can trust them. How many people we got on? I know these are a bit slower now that I don't share them quite as much, but it seems to work better this way. Get a bit more of a private chat. No, so it's all right, Leon. I made it sound like that, but no, it's all right. It's fine. You mentioned it. No, no, it wasn't private. I didn't. I realised when I was saying it, I was making it sound like that. No, it's all good. No, funny thing is, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, when I was saying it, I thought I'm making this sound like I'm saying it's a private thing between us. No, it was just that. Yeah, just ignore me. No, because I'm going to bring it up. I might bring some of it up tonight if people want to buy some gear off of me. You know, not gear. I'm making it even worse now, aren't I? Weapon stuff. Yeah, I was a bit worried with selling the car, but the guy who bought it was very good anyway. Turned up on time and didn't try to haggle it down even more. That's good. That is good. Surprising as well, because that's one of the things that puts me off how to sell things. Haggling. You've got to be in the mood. Well, I've got to be in the mood for haggling. Yeah. I even go to the car boot sale. I'm tempted. I have to work my way up to it, and then once I'm in, I can't stop. Bob Stone, you right, mate? I just got a new knife today. I thought I'd get it before all the nonsense kicks in. Yeah, well, that's why I was selling a couple as well. I am selling some at the moment, which I may. There's only about 20 people seen the video, because I didn't want to send it to too many people. I didn't want a load of randomers trying to buy stuff. So later on in this stream, I may mention it. If people want to see what I'm selling, to message me and I'll send you the link to the video. That's a better way of putting it, Liam. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's what I meant, really. It's yeah, I didn't want a load of random people in on it, but that, you know what I mean. But yeah, because it's a private. All I meant was it's like an unlisted video. Otherwise, I get loads of offers from people I've literally never ever spoken to. You know, and selling stuff off your own back, you've got no comeback for it. If you sell things through eBay and that, at least if it goes missing or they say they didn't get it, you can get a bit of money back or something like that. Slingshot Warrior, right, mate? Good to see you on. Blurry eye. Weapon stuff. I saw you tried to leave a message earlier, but YouTube had marked it as spam. I'll try and remember at some point. YouTube holds all message people post with links. Ah, right. Oh, no, it's all right, Liam. You've seen it anyway. It's the same one as the Patreon. That was that. Slingshot Warrior said, Weapon Stuff 93, did you see my new parts video? I know I did. I've commented on it. I like your pouches. You're the only one who does them like that, because that's quite a clever idea. I always liked your pouches. I thought, yeah, I had a feeling it might not have been aimed at me. Yeah. Oh, that was when Slingshot Warrior, yeah, because Slingshot Warrior sent me the same message, yeah, with the link in, I think, yeah. Yeah, I've been dusting in here just before I did the stream, and it gets in my eyes. It gives me fucking blurry eyes. You see me messing around with my eye. I ain't been watching no films this week, I don't think. Can't remember. What have I been doing all week? Been getting motivated in the garden and the shed, though. I know that. Losing a bit of weight. It's made a hell of a difference. Makes me want to, every day I'd rather get up and do something now, rather than being constant, because I was constantly tired all the time. I've been enjoying making stuff and doing the knife throwing and all that. And I've probably done more making stuff this year already than I did in the past 3 or 4 years from feeling like crap all the time. Jacob Soska, all right, mate? Things that Warrior said, yeah, check it out. Other stuff, you'll love it. And thanks, WC. Other stuff, yeah, just reminded me to put my HEPA filter on. Had to run that quite a long time the other day for some reason. Something put loads of dust in it. Weird. Yeah, when I was setting up my mic, and I noticed on my cable a lot of dust. Oh, look. I didn't even get it all. Can you see that? I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. On the end of my fingers. Yeah, I've disturbed it. Now it's making one of my eyes get blurry, crap in it. This room gets particularly dusty for some reason. I don't know how one person can produce so much dust, to be honest, but I somehow do. Unless it's coming off the ceiling or something. Maybe the stuff's disintegrating. I doubt it, though. Did not say I had that tiredness problem a couple of years ago. It turned out to be a lack of iron in my diet. It might be the same for you. That could have been. Tell you what, though. Well, I'll tell you, the other thing I do now is I make sure I get my 5 a day vegetables. So that may be why it stopped. But definitely losing the weight, because at one point I suspect I had sleep apnea. That was horrendous. I was constantly tired and almost like I feel like I was going to faint all the time. But yeah, I lost about 1.5 stone. I'm going to plan on carrying losing more. I'm just trying to get healthier in general. I'm not on a diet or nothing. I realise I'm getting to the age that I ought to change my lifestyle now. And if you do it about this age, I reckon you can get away with it like you never was overweight, if you know what I mean. You leave it too late and it starts affecting you. You know what I mean? But it's made a hell of a difference. At one point, I could never sleep on my back because I would snore so badly. And I fell asleep last night on my back and I didn't start snoring at all. So it's made a hell of a difference. Or you should move to Italy. UK has crazy laws. I'd have to learn Italian first, mate. I've never really thought about moving. If I did move, I'd probably go somewhere where it was more English speaking, if you know what I mean. Weapons have said, I found certain clothes shed loads of dust. Lint. That can cause room to become really dusty. No, I didn't know that, but that sort of makes sense. The funny thing, when I got that dust on my fingers, that was almost like a linty kind of dust. Crazy chicken guy, you're right, mate. Good to see you on. Jacob Soska says, so immigrants. Weapon stuff. Yeah, my dad had to lose loads of weight in his 40s due to heart problems. All he did was cut down on a meal a day. That's pretty much what I've done. I eat less now, eat more vegetables, and that was without exercising. But it's weird. I've sort of naturally, now I've lost a bit of weight, I want to do more anyway. You know what I mean? That's good. But I've got no health problems. It just I don't want to get any, if you know what I mean. That's the thing. Because I have got relatives who are diabetic, type 2 diabetes. I've got relatives who've had heart attacks. You know what I mean? So I could avoid all this now just by doing something easy, not leaving it too long. You know what I mean? Yeah, that sounds good that your dad did that as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I mean. It's not that hard. You don't need to be going to the gym or anything. I exercise every now and then just because I feel like that's what I want to do, sort of thing. But I don't do it deliberately, if you know what I mean. Or not. That's not done solely to lose weight. Yeah, cutting out loads of fat because I used to put a lot of oil in things. Made a hell of a difference. Thanks, Warrior. I'm a fan of Carl Pilkington. No, so am I. I do like Carl. He's quite a strange bloke, isn't he? But he's interesting. Peachinate, you right, mate? Ed not Zero. Used to work with a fella who was 27 stone. Fucking hell. Not with an ounce of surplus muscle. He used to have a big bowl of porridge and a full English every morning. Yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah. Got to be bad for your health, innit? You know what I mean? So I want like massively overweight and it was affecting me and I can feel it all the time, Yeah, he's much healthier at 70 now than he was 20 odd years ago. Yeah, that sounds great. That's the thing. My main thing is I would like to try and live as long as possible. So the only way you're going to do that is being reasonably healthy. You know what I mean? Dad not there. His doctor told him he shouldn't eat as much breakfast, so he cut out the porridge. Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah, kept the fucking full English every morning. So don't worry, he's a funny guy though. Yeah, I agree with you. I used to like that. What's he called? The Ricky Gervais show that he was on with Carl Pilkington, Ricky Gervais, and Stephen Merchant. That was good. I used to like that. His funny ideas and that's from their radio show, wasn't it? But I never listened to that. Pete, actually, Pete, if you look on the more info section of this video, I said we could talk about it today, so that's all right. He said, Pete said, just have to ask about the weapon ban. Was it a warning or has it gone through now? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's gone through. So I thought to be safe, we better act like it has. But I don't think it fully has now. I think it pretty much has. They just need to go back and then they turn a bill into an act. So then it would become the Offensive Weapons Act. But yeah, I'm as unaware as you are. But I would not risk it. It's best to act like it has, but I don't think it has quite. But it's pretty much guaranteed it will now, I think. That's the only way I can explain it, really, because that's as much as and that's still a guess. Weapon stuff porridge is a brilliant food, though. Oats are very cheap to buy, £1 a kilo in a lot of places, and they're good for muscle, etc. Yeah, never really ate a lot of porridge. I don't mind it. Just one of them things. Never have it here. Do you know what I mean? But I know it's a good filling thing, isn't it? Good fills you up for a longer time. That's the kind of stuff you want. Jacob says, was anybody here to Auschwitz? What do you mean? Ever gone to Auschwitz? I haven't, mate. Liam might have. Do you watch Married with Children? Did you watch Married with Children? Carl is the real life British Al Bundy. Oh, I didn't get a chance, mate. I've had a busy week this week, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start watching them all again from series 1. I will do soon. Pete said, okay, just making sure. Yeah, I'm as sort of unaware as you are, mate. But I would assume, yeah, pretty much what I said. I don't think it has fully gone through, but it's gone to now. Like, definitely gone to. Slingshot Warrior, anyone here from the Gulag? No, never been in a Gulag. I've been in a Young Offenders Institute, which is a young offenders prison. I'm so boo, right, mate? Norfolk by porridge with nuts and dry fruit is awesome. What have you missed? Let me go back up the stream quickly. Talking about losing weight. Fan of Carl Pilkington. And the knives I was going to make soon. And I'm selling some knives, but you know that anyway, I think. Right, scroll up a bit. In America, we have grits. See, I never had grits. Outdoor Eric, you're right, mate. Said, hey, mate. Glad to see you live stream again. Here's from the US. Oh, nice. Feels good to see our American brothers on. I'd not say in a nearby town, there was a steakhouse. If you could eat one of their big steak meals, a pound of steak, you got a free t-shirt. I wouldn't mind trying that kind of stuff one day. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to do it, but I'm weird. I look like I could eat a lot, but I can't. And then I've got a relative who's the skinniest little thing ever, and he could eat double what I can. Yeah, oats are almost purely complex carbs with a bit of protein. Very little fat or sugar, gives you energy over several hours, unlike a sugar rush. Norfolk boy said his grits savoury or sweet. I thought grits was savoury personally, but I don't know because I'm not really sure what grits are. Crazy Chicken Guy, be interesting to see what they mean by compensation for the new banned weapons. If you did have anything like you were going to declare it. Yeah, exactly. Me and Matt was saying that. Yeah, I think you'd be better off not letting them know what you had to try and get the compensation. But the majority of it would have to be something old before the original bans, because otherwise you imported it illegally anyway. Pete said, I made a 3-minute video on that strop. You want it? So I can send you one I made. Tell you what, mate, message me about that later and we'll have a proper talk about it. Yeah, I don't mind, yeah. Both. They're not they threw him out and banned him after he won 3 t-shirts and 1 visit. I expect he's dead now, to be honest. Yeah. Outdoor coats are super quick to make also. Yeah, I've been to Auschwitz when I was in Poland on a tour for the day, which I had an unguided tour, though, as the tour guide kept bringing up politics. Yeah, it sort of spoils it, doesn't it? It doesn't need to be spoken about, really, does it? Warrior, yeah, sweet grits for breakfast. Ah, so it's both then. Jacob's asking when you think we'll have an update on the project about those spare blades. I reckon I'll probably start one next week. Probably I've got 2 other blades as well, but I forgot to get them. Got a dagger blade and the tip of the short sword, because that was a cut down sword. Yeah, I'll probably start one next week, I think. Probably the machete one. We've got grits. It's called eating an ice cream at the coast on a windy day. Yeah, I hate that. It's the sand in your fucking teeth, especially if it's on a filling. Norfolk boy, my uncle like that. He eats and eats, never puts on weight. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You know, some people do, and I don't think I eat excessively, and I'm fucking probably was at one point about 4 stone overweight. You know, if you look at the bloody BMI thing, they'd say I'm probably 8 stone over fucking weight for my height. You know, if you're quite short, they reckon you should weigh about 8 fucking stone. I'm not gonna, you know, I've been 8 stone since I was about 10. But that's what they class as perfect BMI, whatever bullshit. You know what I mean? Jacob said, weapon stuff, I get it, how annoying it could have been. Things that were I have high cholesterol. Luckily, I don't have none of that. I don't have no like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, any of that kind of stuff. But that's why I want to get a bit more healthier now before it does. You know, I don't actually need to, but I want to. This is better for you, isn't it? Or if I could escape the UK, I'd go to America wherever you can carry guns. Yeah, that'd be a good thing, wouldn't it? I wouldn't mind going somewhere where you could make a load of stuff as well. Legally make stuff would be an interesting place to live. Other stuff, you just had a look at grits. You can buy it here. It's maize porridge, 80p for 500 grams. So I might try it. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually know it was that. I sort of knew what it was, but didn't as well, you know. Other stuff. A few years ago, I had to eat 3,500 calories a day to even gain weight, but that's due to my ulcerative. I also got to say that ulcerative colitis, I think. All right. Peach, I made one for a how-to video, so I don't need it. Oh, I really want the new Condor Otzi knife, but it's 60 plus quid, too expensive. Let's have a look at that. Ah, bloody hell, that looks a nice little thing. Yeah, is that actually named after Otzi? That the bloke they dug up, whatever, you know, found in the ice. Or am I wrong there? Yeah, the Iceman, isn't it? Yeah. Boo. Used to eat whatever I like. I hit 45 years back and I put on a stone just looking at a baked bean. Yeah. Yeah, don't get in like that. It's harder and harder to sort of lose it anyway. Jacob says, let us talk gun politics before we start. Is there any liberal here? Could be. There could be liberals in it. Norfolk by freedom. Norfolk by cheap grits are. Jacob, freedom is nice, but too much can destroy the state. They're not zero. I cycle everywhere nowadays, but I still don't lose weight. I feel better though. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Norfolk boy, when did these epoxy knife laws kick in? But I'm not 100% sure. They may have happened now already. You know what I mean? They've updated it, so it's definitely going to happen. But I would just be careful and act like it has already. Pete said, yeah, the Iceman. Yeah, that looks good, that little knife. It's nice, isn't it? Norfolk boy said, Jacob, I can never have enough freedom. Things at work. Come to America and enjoy freedom, bro. I'll definitely visit one day. Sam Booth and how's it diddling with you? Oh, I must have diddling good. Well, sadly, you get older, it gets harder to burn fat, so it's harder to keep a good muscle to fat ratio. I'm check. After the fall of the Eastern Bloc, Greens are blocking our progress, all hail freedom. Why does the state deserve to exist over freedom? I did go to Prague last year. Sadly, didn't realise there was a bunker I could visit. That would have been interesting. Oh, I can't believe we had one near me for years, and I never thought. Well, saying that, I don't think you ever could go in it legally. You could trespass in it, but it never crossed my mind to do it. But that was a fucking nuclear bunker. Short distance away as well, but I think they're still working on the bill, so we shall have to see what they end up doing. Yeah, I think they've pretty much decided it now, because they've changed it slightly, haven't they? I think they're just going to do it soon, aren't they? With the political stuff, if I don't read it out, it's just because I've got nothing to say to it. You know what I mean? I can't discuss it with you because it doesn't really mean anything to me. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of the time there's no point talking about it, because it's like I've got nothing to say. Do you know what I mean? I read the comment out and I've got nothing to answer to it. Colonel Mustard, hello. Do you know there's not actual law for trespassing? No, I did not know that, mate. But I'm sure you wouldn't be allowed to go in this bunker, would you? Government-owned nuclear bunker, would you? Weapons officer, the Prague one is very big. It's a city metro type. All the gas mask mannequins, etc. Also didn't visit the flak tower in Vienna when I was there. That really annoyed me. It's just one of them things. You sometimes don't think about it, do you? Do you know what I mean? I've been to places and I've come back and I thought, oh, why didn't we do that? Why didn't we do this? You know, but at the time it doesn't cross your mind. Norfolk boy, why can't we just protect our own freedoms of arms? We take up Oscar, then they're like anarchy boys. Then we're like anarchy boys. Dead not Z, Norfolk boy, how do you manage to wipe your ass without any arms? Sorry, I couldn't do this. In terms of trespassing against the government, there's a lot more consequences for civil trespass. Yeah. You know, I have no idea about laws of trespassing. I just know that I doubt you'd be allowed to go in this thing. You know what I mean? If anyone keeps talking too much politics stuff, I'm gonna have to start deleting your comments. It's already boring me. I mean, I don't mind you talking about the weapons law stuff, but all of it doesn't mean anything to me. I can't talk to you about it. Do you know what I mean? And it just becomes me sat here saying nothing. Do you know what I mean? I'm generally pretty centrist myself. Everyone should have personal rights guaranteed by a small and restricted government. Full-on political ideologies are generally bad. Jumble Sabu, yeah, that makes civil matter to criminal trespass bad news, mate. They're not Z. To do you for trespass, they have to prove that you caused damage, I believe. All right, that's interesting. Oh, I suppose because if you're trespassing in somewhere, that probably meant you broke a lock to get in or something, didn't it? Or if something's locked up and you're in there, then yeah, I suppose you would have committed criminal damage, wouldn't you? So therefore, it probably comes into other laws, don't it? I suppose if you could just walk in somewhere and didn't touch anything, you've not committed any crimes, I suppose, have you? Or climb the fence, yeah, I suppose, as long as you're not, not damage anything. Weapons and stuff, you have to be caught twice for civil trespass, as you must be warned the first time. But yeah, armed trespass and criminal damage are far more severe. Yeah, I didn't know that. See you later, Jacob. Join in any time. It's just the political stuff. I got nothing I could talk to you about on it because it's not an interest of mine really, like general politics. Do you know what I mean? See you later, mate. Weapons and stuff. Our woods are a bit like yours. Some private land, but barely any fences up. So I wander where I like and just leave if asked. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, isn't it? You know. But also, you can, you could have accidentally walked in there, and as long as you're polite, that's what people don't get. It's all about attitude after that and the way you speak to people. You know. Don't also boot note there. Nope. If there's a gate or a fence, and you go past that, they say you didn't accidentally walk in, and you have the intent to either steal or vandalise. Ah, right. Yeah, now it's getting confusing. Weapons and stuff. I've only ever seen the landowner there once. He glanced at me but didn't say anything, so I don't think he really cared. Nah, exactly. Did not see a mate of mine went camping once and the plod did him for loitering with intent. With intent. I'd say. That's the first one to catch me out today. Colonel Mustard, yeah. If it's locked, yes, but if the door is open and you walk in, no problem. If you're me, put a sign up. We have no legal enforcement unless we were attacked. Stay true. Mate. The Bowie knife sounds a good idea. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to making that, Should be quite good. Where am I? Bye, Bullfrog. You're right, mate. You're right, Uncle Al. YouTube admin said weapons are bad, are they? Weapons are just inanimate objects, mate. Also, boy, there's a lot of land been opened by farms here in Norfolk. Instead of growing crops, they let the land go wild and open to the public. I expect it's EU funded, but I don't know. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? What Liam was on about with my local woods, our local woods is a bit of, well, I think our local woods are actually private woods, but it's the same. They just let anyone. It's privately owned, I know that, but you can go in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's privately owned, but the council maintain it. But I'm not 100% sure there. It's something weird like that. Mental exploration. He said, "When do you think you'll make another live stream?" Talking to Liam. They're not the hello. First one of tonight, lol. Colonel Mustard, should all knife handles be painted green? No, because then they might be turning into zombie knives. Maybe they should be turned red. No, that sounds even worse, doesn't it? Orange. Weapons stuff, yeah. There was a test case about that near me, a quarry and gravel pits. The main gate is barbed wire with signs, so if you climb those, you certainly are trespassing. Pete said, I really want to make a machete Bowie now, the homemade World War rustic style ones. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I think that's sort of what I've got in my head. If I can find a link to the one I looked at and I thought, yeah, that's what I want to do. But that sounds similar to that. Mean machines and weapons are awesome. Of course they are, definitely, mate. You know I agree. Weapon staff, however, lots of quarry has no fence around it, so if you wander in there, you didn't see the signs, etc. Yeah. Stay true. Always wanted to do one, mate. Oh, what, the Bowie knife? Yeah. I saw that. I looked at that bit of cut off shit and I thought, yeah, that'd be perfect for a nice big, thick or wide Bowie, wouldn't it? I bought for a great knife family. Cheers, Al. I'm glad you like that. Tell you what, I enjoyed doing it, and they seem quite popular. I tell you what, on that, I also upload my YouTube videos to Top Buzz, and on Top Buzz, they was making me a bit of money. They was getting so many views. Norfolk boy, is it Big Woods there, Mike? No, not really. I looked on Google Maps and worked out they're about 1,000 a kilometre wide, 5 kilometres long. I think. Yeah, pretty sure. No. Oh, I can't remember now. 1K wide, 5K long. Yeah, if that's what I said. Yeah. Or was it? Maybe it might be. I can't remember. They're not big anyway. Man, they're not big. I had worked it out the other day and I can't bloody remember. Turns out you can get in legally if you email the owner and wear a high-vis vest. Ah, yeah. YouTube admin, Brazil and Costa Rica was an epic match. I didn't watch that. I watched the England match. They're the only ones I would watch. I'm not really into football, but I watch England because it's England. You know what I mean? I might do a stream tomorrow afternoon. If not, I'll do one Sunday. You know, I'll be on if I know. I missed that one the other day. That weird, fucked up one that had all the That was weird, wasn't it? Like you said about no one was on, because I could hear it, just couldn't see the comments. I could hear you speaking about it. Yeah, no one was joining, and the live chat didn't work afterwards. My bullfrog said pink. What was that answer to? Oh, the handles, yeah. Yeah, knife handles, yeah. The orange is a good colour for knife handles unless you're likely to kneel on the bloody thing if you put it down. Less likely to, yeah. Yeah. I've always thought actual survival knives, like what they call army knives and hunting knives, should be like green or whatever. But a survival knife should be orange, really, because you need to see it, doesn't it? Norfolk boy, still not too bad. At least it's somewhere to bushcraft. Yeah, they are small woods, and there's a motorway cutting straight down the middle of it. But one half to half I'm on's quite small, but the other side is a bit bigger, and there are places off the path where you can set up a base and not be seen. Malcolm's, my twin brother, JDR Survivals, he's been down there for spent like 3 nights down there before and not see anyone the whole entire 3 days. But yeah, they're small, but the right places you just have to put up with a motorway noise. Darius, right, mate? He said, my samurai sword from Katana Mart, UK Blades Pro, UK Samurai are handmade and under 50 centimetres from the tip of the blade to the handle. Is your samurai sword the same as mine? No, mine ain't that at all, but mine is now, I don't know if anyone's noticed yet, but mine is now a under 50 centimetre Wakizashi. Pretty sure you lot must have known that end of the tip was off of that. Yeah, obviously didn't notify people as normally I have 30 firsts and highs comments within about a minute, and it took 10 odd minutes for people to join the other day. Yeah, when you was talking about it, I could hear you saying all that. Norfolk boy, yes, I watched Matt's videos. Oh, nice, good. I thought you probably did, but I just thought I'd mention it for the others. You know what I mean? Not everyone knows. Some people still think we're the same person. Although I don't know where these tattoos go, though. Weapons have, yeah. Fluorescent orange or pink are very good for high-vis knives, vests. Green isn't great because it's still hard to see in long grass. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. 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 Even a lime green is still going to mix in with grass, isn't it? Learned that of plastic crossbow bolts. Yeah, that's a good point. I never really thought about that, but yeah. My bullfrog, try a throwing spike. Easy to make. Made one like a pencil. Weapons have evil Mike Mount creepypasta. I love all that kind of stuff. I'll have a go at making a throwing spike. I tried some big long nails, but I don't think they're quite long enough. Thing is, if you look up evil twins as well, the Wikipedia for evil twins, I love it. The evil twin has a goatee. But the problem is, I think Malk has a goatee as well. So we both, fuck's sake, I can't talk again. We both must have the, must be the evil one. I guess tomorrow I'll film the Halberd Horizon video of it. Fucks, I've done it again. Motivates me a lot more to do outdoor videos when I know there'll be no interruption. What's your crossbow video gonna be? Or you're gonna leave it a surprise? You don't have to tell me because I quite like a surprise. Darius said my samurai swords are handmade and is blunt. Is it legal? Is the samurai sword, which are not handmade? If your samurai sword is handmade, then that's legal. That's all right. And if it's under 50 centimeters, it's legal. I can't remember if you said it was under or over, did you? Yeah, if it's under 50, that makes it legal. If it's handmade, it's legal. And I would assume if it was blunt, it's going to be legal as well. But I wouldn't take my word on that. But non-handmade ones over 50 centimeters, you've got to do something about them. So mine is now a 49 centimeter Wakizashi, which would be legal. So Bullfrog, try a steel rod from a welding shop. Ah, good idea. Good idea, mate. I didn't think of that. Weapons of, yeah, saw you replied to my Orc Chopper comment. Been playing a few Warhammer 40k games recently, so stuff like that is interesting. Yeah, I've read your comment earlier, not long after you commented, and then I forgot to reply, and then I replied just before this stream. Yeah, I like that, because that method, how that blade's held on, I never thought of that. That would actually leave the whole length of the blade still. That's interesting. That's definitely, you've put me onto a good way to attach a blade to a handle if I don't do it. I've got a bit of a, I want that Bowie now. But I liked your idea, it's good. Rubber stuff might test a halberd and a crossbow on various armor items to judge if those armor things would protect me if I need them. All right, good, that sounds good. Z. If you like weird stuff, you should have a look at a channel called Curious World. You had some interesting stuff on there. Right, I'll whack that on the thing, and I'll try and watch some before tomorrow's stream. Z. What army do you run? I have orcs. I was talking about that game. Random stuff. You ever read much of Warhammer 40k? No, I've not. I've only seen like the I think like adverts for it. A lot of the orc armor is very Mad Max and cool. All right, that sounds interesting. I like that kind of stuff. But no, I don't really know anything about it apart from I'm sure I've seen adverts for it. On tabletop, I had a lot of Necrons, as everyone nearby had Space Marines. Necrons are quite a good counter to crap assemblers. Dan Howes, I found Belinda in my fridge. I have no idea what that means. I've had quite a few Space Marines as well as some orcs and tyranids. What's that? Some kind of arachnid thing, like a giant. Yeah, I don't really know nothing about it. Romans have lots of 40k, heavily influenced, ripped off from Dune, Mike, so you'd like the aesthetic. Nice. Yeah, you know I love a bit of Dune. I downloaded about 2 days ago some extended version of that, 3 hours long, where they've added scenes in from, some of it looks like drawings and that, you know. I didn't have the audio one, so I don't know if it's someone explaining what's going on or acting it out, you know. They're not the Finn Starship Troopers and the Bugs. I think Starship Troopers and the Bugs. The Nids are a rip-off of alien Starship Troopers, hive fleets of carnivorous aliens. Yeah, Tyranids, it sounds like, you know. Very true. I always wanted the Rambo knife with hollow handle. It's what got me into knives. First blood as a kid. Trade do one and the reviews look good. Like 90 quid though. Yeah, that is quite dear, isn't it? But I've always wanted one of them. I've had cheap sort of replicas, not with hollow handles though, but yeah. The Rambo knife is one of the ones you look at and you think, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. You know, if you like the look of knives. I mean, I like the original one. From stuff, it's one where they spliced the TV version and the films to explain more of the book. Quite good, but pacing is obviously weird. Yeah, I'll check it out soon. I've got it downloaded. I'll watch when I'm in the mood. I'll watch that. But I just skipped through it quickly just to see what was in it, you know. But yeah, and I saw pictures and then they're not the Necrons are sort of like Underterminators. One of the stuff, there will be a few scenes where characters re-enter rooms saying different lines. And he said, yeah, basically Terminator endoskeletons inhabited by souls of the dead. Oh, nice, like that. Jumble Sabu said Rambo, never heard of it. Yeah, I think Jumble Sabu's got to be the biggest Rambo fan I know. Stuff. Necrons are great tabletop as they were the cheapest army to field due to needing less models because they are very expensive deployment points. The little models, Nat, do you paint them yourself and that as well? Is that or is that something else? Darius, did you know that kamikaze pilots used to take samurai swords with them in their kamikaze planes? In World War II, the Shingun 2, World War II samurai swords are available for 800. Have you seen the letters from Iwo Jima? It's great. No, I've not ever seen that. Definitely 40k has in, they call in Sly Marbo. Yeah, I did all the gluing and painting, but 40k is really wide universe, a couple of crap films, and loads of good books and games. Oh, that's probably what I saw then. That it was advert for a film, wasn't it? But I'm sure you've seen the games as well. Comes after Dawn of War RTS series was really good fun. As you could play most of the races, but they all play very different. Rumble Sabu, random Rambo 5, some of which will be filmed in London version. No, that's interesting. Didn't know that. I knew that the Rambo 5 was coming, but I didn't know some of it would be filmed in London. Got any idea of what he's going to be doing over here? Hey, true. Said you should do the same. Well, don't read the books are rather violent and it's nasty universe. Yeah, they're good. Berno said, do you think soap operas like Corrie or EastEnders can be used to manipulate the public psyche? Yeah, I think so. Definitely could, couldn't it? Yeah. I think so. You definitely could, couldn't you? Weapon stuff, yeah, they're trying to make a kid-friendly SJW version that can't even work and will flop horribly. Yeah, I imagine it would. So true, you should do a Rambo knife. Yeah, if I could get because making the knives I'm doing, they're easy because I'm really just modding and putting handles on. But making the blades, I ain't got the stuff, but I could give it a go. Yeah, cryptic, you're right, mate. He said, that's what they're used for. Oh, the thingies. Robbie said it's that time already. Oh, good to see you on again, Robbie. Yeah, good to see you on, mate. Darius Rutherford said, do you like horror movies? Yeah. I'm a big horror movie fan. Love my horror movies. If I'm in the mood, I watch a bloody horror every night of the week. I've got time. Jumble Sabu, no idea, mate. Probably Rambo books himself into the NHS old people place as it's free. You never know, he might be coming over here to get some SAS to go back with him. You know what I mean? Although in Rambo 4, they portrayed the SAS to be a bit fucking stupid, didn't they? Or the one SAS bloke was a fucking idiot, wasn't he? I love the SAS. Neocryptic soaps are used to keep the status quo, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that. It's more to dumb you down than anything, isn't it? Yeah, so not the soap operas are opium for the masses, definitely. Stay true, do Rambo copy without the hollow handle. Yeah, if I can get the right materials and that, I'll give it a go. Robbie said the new knife projects look good, can't wait to see them finished. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'll probably start the Machete Bowie next week. Sometime I might start it Monday. I've got a gas bloke. No, maybe Tuesday. I think the gas bloke's coming around Monday. So yeah, Tuesday. Or if he comes early, as soon as he pisses off. Yeah, Cryptic, been busy. Cryptic, been so busy the last few weekends, but glad you're still doing the thing. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah. Oh, I enjoy doing them as well. Robbie said weapon stuff all right, looking out for. Yeah, he does me a favour when it's getting a bit much with the well, we needed it, didn't we, at one point? Weapon stuff. Started watching series 1 of Kojak and I'm loving it. So I need the DVD box set. It's out of stock on Amazon. Yeah, I've never watched them. I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes on telly. Pete said the boatman stays with the fucking boat. Darren Lapper, yeah, watched Rambo before again recently, and the SAS bloke was a cock. Yeah, that almost spoiled the whole film for me, them doing that. But I have noticed a lot of American filmmakers tend to make UK soldiers, especially SAS, either thick as shit or total twats. You know what I mean? And then it puts me off the whole film. Because if you want to get people watching, you want, you know, you don't want to make people like that cocks, do you? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we do moderating on each other's videos, as if there's a troll raid, it's far easier to deal with. Yeah, it did help. Fucking, you know. Grubby gas bloke will get the job done quicker and do a better job if he sees the blazes you got. Well, weird thing is, one of the gas blokes years ago, he'd been here about 5 times, had actually hung around with me when I was a bloody teenager, and he always used to say to my mum, "Oh, I used to come around here and get drunk with your sons years ago." But weird thing is, I never met him. Every time he ever came, I always seemed to be out, so I never got to actually know who it was. But the weird thing is, when I was a teenager, I used to have a lot of people around my house, and drunk all the time. And I used to have people come up to me and go, "All right, Mike, shake my hand." And as far as I'm aware, I've never met this person. I used to do my head in. Darius said, "Do the UK soaps should have an episode where zombies attack and all the soaps. Do you think the Americans know about UK soaps?" I don't know. That would be good though. I wouldn't mind having. Yeah. Have you ever watched what's the thing Charlie Brooker made? The zombie Big Brother thing. I can't remember what it's called at the minute. Dead Set. That's good. That's a similar kind of thing to what you're mentioning. But yeah, the soap should do that. But I think we was on about this once. I think they do Coronation Street and that over in America now, but I bet it ain't known massively. Weapon stuff. It's got the great Telly Savalas in RIP. He was a great as Blofeld on Emergency Secret Service. Yeah, I've seen a couple of episodes, but never a lot of it. I did not see Kojak. I remember that when it was originally shown on TV. Oh God, no, I feel old. Or make the Brits sound like cockneys or like posh twats. Yeah, it sort of spoils it for me. Stuff, it was 70s or 80s, I guess, and then definitely 70s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched a couple of episodes. They were showing it on TV in the day at one point. Myself, the only episode of Coronation Street I saw was the one in the Red Dwarf movie. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that is almost like half of that is like a cross between fucking. It is like a fucking crossover, isn't it? Darren Appleby Neighbours did a mini series of zombies. That was quite well done. That sounds good. That does. I didn't know that. Didn't know that existed. Ben Notzi, he was good in The Dirty Dozen as well. He could play a great madman. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen The Dirty Dozen. Robbie, well, just dropped in to show support, back to drinking. Keep doing what you're doing, WC. Great video, sis. See you later, mate. I actually got a bottle of vodka today. I was going to have a drink tonight, and then I changed my mind. I might save it. I'm not drinking it tonight anyway, but I have got a bottle of vodka ready for a night. So yeah, I'm ready to go when the time comes. Yeah, they used to sometimes show Diagnosis Murder, which is Dick Van Dyke detective thing. That was okay. Oh, I've definitely watched episodes of that. Yeah, that was one of them things. If it was on at the right time, Diagnosis Murder, I've watched multiple episodes, but couldn't tell you a single one of them. Murder, She Wrote, Columbo, I could tell you some episodes of, because I quite like Columbo. What was that? He was in Horror Express with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee as well. Robbie, what was that? I still show that, mate. Me and the missus watch it. Yeah, because Diagnosis Murder, and his son in it, his actual real son in real life. They're not there, just be glad you never had to sit through bloody Z cars. Double Taboo said love Columbo. Columbo's good, isn't it? So I love the way well, it's hard to explain, but because they talk to him like shit, don't they? But he always, you know, the more they talk shit, it's better when he gets them in the end, don't they? Everyone treats him with utter contempt. The criminals treat him with utter contempt, but all of the other police treat him how he should be and have a hell of a lot of respect for him. I always like that. But himself, it was a good laugh. There was one episode where a guy put a silencer on a rifle, and then it was really loud. Just sort of wondered why he bothered. What's that on the diagnosed murderer? Fuck's sake. Probably maybe on Alibi on Virgin Media. Jump Sabu, Juliet Bravo. I love the kid. Never seen that one. Myself, I'm sure I could get a box set for cheap somewhere now. Fun stuff. TV shows were great back then. What good stuff is made now? Yeah, exactly. I can't think of much. You get the odd. I notice you get the odd. One-off series are good, or one or two. One of the best things I saw recently, last couple of years, was Utopia. That was fucking brilliant. That was UK. And then that got cancelled after 2 series, I think. Or matey decided he'd got offered to do the series in America or something, so said he's not going to bother doing it. And then was going to do it in America, and then that got cancelled. If you've never seen Utopia, watch the first 2 series of that. It's brilliant. Weapon stuff, yeah. Some assassin spent a tenth scene assembling his rifle. And why bother a silencer who made the gun super loud? Yeah, it's difficult. What a weird fuck up. You'd think they'd know that, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? They've always liked the 60s Avengers, British one. Never really seen a lot of that. I've only seen you off a film. I loved how much the criminals never tried to kill Columbo once they was exposed, as they appreciated he had foxed him out. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, but it's weird, isn't it? You know, that wouldn't really happen, like you said. But yeah, they get caught and then they just got out of respect for him. That, yeah, he'd managed to beat them. Bullfrog, right, mate? He said, I managed to watch The Rise of the Foot Soldier 3. Well, it was better than the second one, and no carton leech in it. Other news, cabinet fell off the kitchen wall. Luckily, only crisps and tea bags in it. Ah, fuck's sake. I sometimes think one of our cupboards is going to fall off, the way my fucking family stack it up with tins. I suppose that's your job tomorrow then, is it stick the bloody cupboard back up, or you already done it? Yeah, I downloaded some films like recently. I can't remember what they were. An extended version of June, Rampage from my mum. I wasn't really interested in that, and something else. Can't remember what the other one was now. I haven't watched any films this week. Don't know. The film is crap, to be honest. The TV series were good. Usually a bit weird. Yeah, I've never seen them. I don't think that was you said the Avengers, wasn't it? Yeah. I must have seen some of it, but I've never sat down as an adult and watched episodes of it. Other than stuff, yeah, HBO, AMC do some good series now and then. That's about it. Deadwood, True Detective, Broadwalk Empire, Hell on Wheels, The Terror. I forgot about The Terror. Yeah, The Terror was brilliant. Yeah, The Terror, that would have been definitely one of the best things I've seen for years. Funny how some things... I'll tell you why, probably because I watched it in quick succession. If I'd have watched that one episode a week, it'd be more in my brain more. You know what I mean? When you have to wait a week for a summer. Utopia, though, sometimes that was so intense and I was into it so badly, I'd have to end up standing up and watching it. I don't know if other people do that, but the only series of... The original series of Survivors was good as well. Yeah, that's something I need to get around to watching. That I've been recommended that loads of times by people, so I've got to get that eventually. I've already checked, and I think it's on YouTube to watch. Yeah, I liked the series 1, but got bored of 2. Tried watching the remake and gave up on episode 1 when all the cast had tick PC boxes. Oh, what's that? Survivors. Bullfrog, it's not going back up. I've moved the stuff and the glasses and the mugs from the other one to the lower cabinet. I'm taking the other one down too. Oh, that's your job then. Take them down instead. Oh no, did you mean Utopia? Liam. Where am I? Dead Not Z, the Cybernauts in the Avengers scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. Kerno, if Operation Talpot is true, is the Western world screwed? You know what? I never heard of that. Mr. Goods from the Terror was in Utopia. Look, yes, yeah. Actually, I think there was two of them in it. Yeah, good sir, and possibly one of the others was, wasn't he? If you didn't watch two, though, I think one of the others was in series 2 as one of the politicians. I may be wrong, though. I may be getting mixed up with something else. Possibly Black Mirror saying that now. Yeah, no, I think it was a politician in Black Mirror. Colonel Mustard, Utopia was good, but I remember the man who discredited his thumbs to get out of the handcuffs. You know, I can't remember that bit. Jumbo Sabu, with Columbo, he knew within 5 minutes of meeting the killer they were guilty. He had to make them slip up to prove their guilt. Yeah. Other stuff. I was on about Survivors, Mike. The BBC did a remake of the 70s show a decade ago, and then they had to make it really political crap. Yeah, funny thing is, I thought you weren't on about Utopia because they never made the remake. But I highly recommend Utopia. I think you'd like it. There's a lot of there's conspiracy theories in it that revolve around stuff that really happened. So you can actually look up the real events to get more detail of what they're talking about, but they're adding their own bit onto it. You know what I mean? But yeah, Black Mirror is absolutely brilliant. I love that. Utopia and Black Mirror are probably two of my favourite series that I've seen. Black Mirror is just a different episode every time. It's an anthology type thing, but it's all technology based and normally sort of social media type technology, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Black Mirror, I don't know if you know, I always found this interesting. I like the name. Black Mirror is the little black mirror on your phone or the black mirror on your PC screen or on your telly. And they're all black mirrors. And it's all of the technology is all based around that kind of stuff, you know. Dead Not Z, has anyone watched the last Tremors film? If so, is it any good? I'm thinking of getting it on DVD. No, that's got Kevin Bacon in it again, isn't it? I would watch that. That's one of them. I might get them all. I might get them all and watch all of them. Having the stuff like Dare Sex, where all the over-the-top conspiracy theories came true. Yeah. Dumble Sabu, anyone watched the original Stepford Wives? Very dark movie. No, I've never seen that. I know about it though. Weapons Off, yeah, like Inside Number 9. It is. It's just like that, but purely, yeah, more technology based than anything. Like it all revolves around technology, like phones, or it's near future technology as well. Like it's stuff that could happen. You know. Inside Number 9's good as well. Yeah. Last episode of every series was always a horror one. Yeah, funny, I'd never noticed that, but you're right. Yeah. Do like a bit of Inside Number 9. Colonel Mustard, it was the Indian hacker man who had his eyes taken out with the spoon who could dislocate his thumbs. Ah, yeah. I can't remember that scene. But yeah, no, I know exactly who you mean, yeah. Don't say no spoilers if people ain't watched it. Malard the Duck says, hey there, I like your videos. Oh, cheers, mate. Brian, interesting Malard the Duck. Double Sabu, last Tremors movie is not very good. Bullfrog, no, not conspiracy theories. Rothschild, lizard people, flat earth, those kind of loony stuff. I always see comments about them over YouTube. Oh no, I don't do nothing with conspiracy theories. It's all bollocks to me. But it was interesting. In Utopia, it was, well, not conspiracy theories, but they have their own mythology in real events. You know what I mean? like the stuff that's going on in it, which is fictional, you can link it back to actual real events. Crazy Chicken Go. Last Tremors film was disappointing. Wish they had stopped at 4. Devil Cell was a good movie. I've got that. I might read the book to it first. That's Stephen King one. Don't say, thanks. Why? I won't bother then unless it ends up in a bargain bin Poundland. Pete said a new game called Cyberpunk 2077 looks good. The CGI in the trailer was really good. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that. I'll check that out. I may be able to get a... Well, no, guaranteed. I'll have a PlayStation 4 in about a month now. Bullfrog, if you're listening. I've actually got the money for it, but one set of the money, one half of the money takes a month to go through. Yeah, Cryptic, that sounds fucked up. So Mike, you got to watch Dust Devil if you haven't already. No, I've not seen that. I've heard of it though. Weapons Stuff. I read a conspiracy theory the other day that Finland doesn't exist. Funny as I've actually been there. You must have imagined it, mate. They've implanted memories, mate. I nearly wrote down then Finland doesn't exist instead of Dust Devil. See, they've already put thoughts into my head. That's all it takes. I read that out and I was writing it down already. Now I've said Finland doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Mean Machine Netflix series Queen of the South is brilliant about Mexican cartels. I'll check that out. I ain't got Netflix though, but I'll find a way. Double Sabu, very underrated is Dust Devil. He has a great Bowie knife. Bullfrog, did you see my weapon collection video? Oh, sod it. I have seen it. I don't know why. I've watched the whole bloody thing. I don't know why I didn't comment. I must have watched it last night. Yeah. I mean, I watched it. When did I watch it? I don't know. But I watched it and I must have forgot to comment, mate. I've a habit doing that sometimes. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll come back on later though and I'll leave you a comment on there. But yeah, no, it's a good video. Weapon Stuff made by the people making The Witcher. Just don't trust E3 is all I'd say. Finished products rarely look as good as trailers. Yeah, that's true. And I must have Utopia was very clever. Even the ending. You and me on about Utopia now, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, the end was good. I wish they'd done another series, they'd finish it off. That's if we're talking about the same thing. I'm on about the TV series, though. Channel 4 TV series. Weapon Stuff. Forget the PS4. Might play Soma. What's that? Oh, nice. That looks good, yeah. Fictional survival horror video game. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Played that on a PC and it's the best story in any game I've ever played. Still get stuck in my head years after playing. Oh, nice. I'll definitely check that out then. If that's how you describe it, I'll definitely check that out. Kerno, help me out, Mike. Why a PS4 not a good computer? I've never really been into PC gaming. I don't really know what to do or what to buy, really. That's all. You know what I mean? Could you get a good one for 240, 250 quid? In, as good as a PS4. That's what I mean. I really don't know. There's no reason I don't. I just don't know about it to go into it. Humble Sabu just sent the trainer for Dust Devil, mate. Cheers. Kind of mustard, have you ever heard of the Mandela effect? Yes, I have. I think we spoke about that once. Yeah. I'm trying to think what we spoke about specifically, but we have spoke about the Mandela effect, and I've listened to a radio show about it. But why it's called the Mandela effect is because there's people who swear blind that Nelson Mandela died, weren't there? And groups of people say it, and obviously he hadn't died at the time. Can't think of I've ever been involved in the Mandela effect. Sure. Weapon stuff. You reminded me as you were saying about future technology becoming reality. Weapon stuff. You can get a PS4 much cheaper now than a gaming PC. Yeah, it's the only reason I haven't. I really know nothing about it. What kind of stuff you'd need. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's no reason I haven't got a gaming PC. I just don't know anything about it to do it. Kind of mustard thing that was, but now different. Yeah. Fun stuff. So much of Soma is scary and brilliant because it could really happen and sooner than we think. I don't want to spoil the plot for anyone. Yeah. Yeah. Keep me, don't give anything away. If it sounds good, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I've technically got the money for PS4 right now, sort of. I just need the money to clear from this thing. It takes 30 days. And it probably won't do it till the end of the month either. It'll probably be the end of the month, then 30 days. It probably gives me enough time to save up for a game or pay for that the year's online subscription or whatever it is, PlayStation Plus. Well, for a gaming PC, it's cost a lot more money than a PS4, and my laptop can play games. Any PlayStation 4 has less nerds on it, and if you're safer from them than on a PC gaming. Yeah. The thing is, with a PS4 and that, it's all just combined. It's all just ready. You know what I mean? It's all just done, isn't it? You know what I mean? Fun stuff, but lots of it's about how technology can go wrong and quite old philosophical questions about who we really are, etc. Combine that with deep sea horror and body horror. Oh, that sounds brilliant. Yeah. Love a bit of body horror. Deep sea horror, something about the deep sea. It's quite unnerving, isn't it? I think. I've always thought that. I think if you've got a good imagination, every time I've been on a fucking boat going across the sea and I can look into the sea, I can always imagine things in it. You know what I mean? Better imagination, the more creepier things can be. Pete said, looking through a history of weapons book to think a homemade Bowie knife that I'm thinking of. I'd find an idea, you mean? Is that what you mean? Yeah. I was going to get one of my weapons book down to look at something. I can't remember what it was now. I was going to write down get weapon book out to look at something, but I can't remember what I wanted to bloody look at it for. Fuck was it? Unless it was for knives as well. That's weird. No, I'm sure it's for something I've got. I wanted to look up. Yeah, fuck no, it's weird. Kind of mustard. PlayStation 5 might be the end of the year. I wouldn't go down the PC route. Weapon stuff. Truth is, we know very little about deep ocean. Loads of ways to die in the ocean as well. Ever heard of Goodwin Sands? No, I've never heard of that. Only sailors have dived there, and divers keep finding new wrecks. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I'll look that up. That sounds good. Right, bushcrafting. Hey up, guys, he said. What was I gonna... Goodwin Sands. I'm going to start writing down why to look up these things now as well, because I write down these names, Curious World, and now I can't even remember what I was supposed to be looking it up for. I'll write down a little bit of information with it, and then that'll give me a teaser to look it up. Why I wanted to look it up in the first place. Random stuff. Goodwin Sands is near Dover. It's over here then. Underwater sandbanks that shift with water currents. So some days the way might be clear, other times you might wreck your ship and drown. The old wrecks get preserved. Under the moving sands as well. Royal Navy suffered its worst naval losses there, and several ships ran into the bank in the 1700s. Yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, I've written that down. I'll have a look on. Well, whatever. I mean, just crapping, so just waiting for my latest video to get a few views. I'll upload the giveaway video, mate. There's a little story in it you might laugh at. I look forward to that. I'm glad you won that, mate. That made my day, that did. Or I'm glad it was one of you lot. You know what I mean? That made a complete difference to it. But yeah. Yeah, I watched your firelighting one. I commented on it. And your storm one. I watched that, but I didn't comment. But yeah, it looked like a lot of rain. Bullfrog, I went to Egypt in September 2016, and there were so many types of fish. Now, some dangerous. I have a video of the Titan triggerfish on my channel. They bite. Oh, I'll watch that later. Never heard of that. Thanks for Julie. Goodwin Sands deal. Loads of shipwrecks. USB from World War II. Royal Marine Band is there. IRA bombed them. Are the whole walkers. Yeah, sounds like an interesting thing. By myself, I got attacked by sea bass when I was on holiday in Spain, aged about 11 or something. They make quite nasty bites. That was paddling on the coast. I can't swim, so I never go any deeper than my fucking chest. Bush crap, and I'll have a look in a bit. Just off home. It was just saying good firelighting and that. No, I think you commented back, didn't you? I can't remember. Or was that something? No, a weird thing is, I think two people happened to put videos on today about making fires. Colonel Mustard, did you hear of the prisoner who made a fully working crossbow in his prison cell? I think I have, with the with elastic bands and that. I've seen someone make, online a similar thing, which showed a picture of it, and it was designed so that when they opened the hatch to look through the cell door, you could shoot it in the warder's face. Weapon stuff. Ever seen a Man of War? Yeah, I have. Yeah. And what they can do. Yeah, like a giant killer jellyfish. It's not actually a jellyfish. Yeah, I've seen some what they can do to you as well. Fish crap and attacked by bass. Lol. Pete said, just sent you a picture and a pic and a paragraph from the book on Twitter. Bullfrog, would you like to swim in the sea opposite Dungeness power plant where the whirlpool is? I wouldn't swim in a fucking river that comes up to my bloody waist, to be honest. I literally can't swim at all. I've never learned. Thanks for Zulu. I'd like to attack lots of Spanish on holiday with bass, beer kegs, and any French. Dad not the local trawler men around my way once put sodding great shark in a telephone box as an April Fool's joke. The old ladies wet themselves and they got into trouble. Fucking hell. Oh, nice. I've just had a look at your picture, Peach. And do you know what? That's the exact same blade. That's the exact same blade and basket hilt or whatever it is as my short sword. It even had that exact same guard. The only thing is mine had a brass handle. But that's the exact same blade and the exact same guard as mine had. That's the sword you showed me. Oh yeah, and then the bow is. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that is quite a nice old, very old, isn't it? Homemade blades. Confederate privates carried these crude knives, which he may have made himself from a saw or farm implement blade. A nice little dagger there. Yeah, cheers. Pleased to see them now. There. Where am I? They're not seeing. No. Bullfrog. Down in a bath, then move on to a jacuzzi, then shallow river, then get to sea. I should take that advice, mate. I'll try floating in the bath first. It's probably worth learning to swim though, because in a way that is a survival skill, isn't it? You know, you wouldn't have to be so careful around rivers and that then. Extra Julie, your thoughts on the Horizon Range Elite crossbow? I don't think I've seen that one. Is that a new one? What is it, a rifle? Horizon, is it Rage or Rage Elite? Oh yeah, I'm just having a look. 179 quid. Don't know. You know, it looks good, but you know, what can you say from that? £185 draw weight, £275, 275 feet a second. It looks good. 180 quid is probably worth that, yeah. Colonel Mustard, I have an unsharpened samurai sword. What the hell am I going to do it now? I'm not sure if unsharpened might be all right. Like I said before, to be honest, if you never ever suspect you're ever going to have the police around your house, you could probably have the majority. You know, you can have anything. I mean, someone like me though, I can't risk it for a single second. I mean, even if I wanted to, so I don't and can't. But you might be perfectly fine. But I'm pretty sure an unsharpened sword's not classed as a sword, really, can it? But if you are worried and you want to keep it, cut it down to under 50 centimeters or something. You know, it's one of my swords is slightly shortened. Next one's really Rage Elite. Yeah, it looks good, but that's all I can say, really, mate. You know what I mean? Pete said, first time I swam was underwater. Bloody hell. That's another thing with swimming for me, because I've got a perforated eardrum. As soon as water gets in my ear, I get ear infections. So that's another reason for me to stay away from water. Yeah, going underwater, you know what I mean? Get water in my ear. Harry Senior, you right, mate? He said, what's the deal with the bill then? When are you going to lock me up for buying knives online? Yeah, I don't know. I think from reading it, the only people that could get done is people selling knives. And then even then, it seems like if you can prove they need to prove the person they're selling it to is 18. And they need to make that person show ID. That's what it seems like. I couldn't really get it. And I still don't know if it's fully passed. Actually, Julie said Colonel must have sharpened it. Just looking at it. Oh, look at that fucking deep sea eel thing. It looks like it's got a face as well on its nose. Or is that his face? No, that is its face, isn't it? Like it's got a face on there. That's weird, isn't it? Deep sea eel looks like something straight out of a nightmare. But yeah, there's, you know, I imagine there's loads of stuff down in deep sea that we don't know. You know. If my link works. If my link works, well, it's linked. Yeah, no, it worked, didn't it? They don't reason I hate heels. Beats, I have 175 pound draw weight and not strong enough. 185's overkill. Yeah. Bullfrog said I got the Armix Sniper, 129 quid, 295 super second, and a 150 compound. Don't think they make it anymore. Way behind on the comments. But the stuff in that new law thing, Mike, they said a butter knife with no blade or point is still illegal to carry. So totally ridiculous. I glossed over that bit, so I never read it properly. I'll have to go back and look. Gono said chemtrails, FEMA camp, enforced inoculations, the American public being ready for a takeover. Could be. First grappling shit, yeah, I forgot to watch your video on the new law. I don't even know how bad it is yet. Well, it's about the same as it was, but I just think they've done it now. Crazy Chicken Guy, swords under 50 centimetres means machetes on it. No, if it's under 50 centimetres, it's legal. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I know that for a fact. Yeah, if you make your sword under 50 centimeters, it's legal. But also, if it's a handmade sword, it's legal. If it's an antique sword, it's legal. If it's straight, it's legal. Exazulu next crossbow, the Hawk of the Woods, fires bolts and 8mm ball bearings. I'm thinking shit hit the fan ball bearings easier to waste than bolts. Carry thousands of BBs. Yeah, that's a very good point. Is that what that's called then, that one? Need to keep on the fucking comments because I'm getting behind. Yellow Mustard, I could cut and send it to you if you want. Yeah, message me, mate. Message me and we'll sort something out. Weapon stuff, the longer you look at it, the creepier it gets. Yeah, it was well weird, really, wasn't it? If I've missed anyone's comments, just say it again. But yeah, I'll have to reread that bit about the butter knife. But I glossed over it because I assumed it would just be some bullshit. But that's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Have they tried to make it so carrying any knife now is a bit more dodgy? Like any knife. That's what it sounds like, doesn't it? Even if you're carrying a Swiss Army penknife now, it's going to be a bit dodgy. Hi, Senior. They seem to be cancelling my card every time I buy them. It's weird. It's wired. Or is it weird? Yeah, I don't. The online knife sales thing is very confusing to me. I couldn't. There was too much stuff to read. I mean, I wasn't really in the mood for that. Having the stuff. The police were boasting on Twitter again for arresting someone having a lunch bag in their car with a butter knife in it. Hashtag don't spread on. Yeah, you almost. Well, it's not fucking. It's sad, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's sad that and disappointing that people will be like that. You know, the police will be like that. You know. When it seems that while the law still says you can carry with a reason, that it's not reality anymore. Yeah. Bushcraft, and so they took away the legal carry law. That about the reasonable excuse. I've fucked it now. Legal carry. Yeah, you'd have to have a look on it. I don't know. It's like I said, it's very, very confusing. I'm pretty sure the legal carry with an excuse thing still stands, but at the same time, if they'll do you for having a butter knife with no tip or anything, then that's saying that they'll do you for anything that looks like a knife, basically. Just have to be very careful. You probably still get away with it in the end of the day if you're clever, you know. Well, not even clever, just common sense about it, do you know what I mean? Bullfrogs, I have an EDC knife on my keyring, the flame one. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Weapon stuff. But if they criminalise everything, they make everyone criminals, yeah. Pete said, well, my dagger from Todd stuff should be shipping any day now. If they steal it, I'm going to be fucking pissed, yeah. I don't think it's happened fully yet, so I think you'll be all right. And I think it's more down to the seller than the buyer. From what someone said, it seems to be more that the seller has to prove that you're 18. So if you buy something, I don't think it can. You can't get done for it or anything. But yeah, you're obviously going to want your knife took away before you get it. And so some of the documents contradict each other as well. They're not the plod overstepping their authority as usual, I dare say. No, UK establishment will only be happy when the public have a wet sponge. Yeah. With scrapping, I've got away with it so far. I think I'll be okay. Yeah, well, you're intelligent enough to know to deal with it, aren't you? You know what I mean? And that's all it takes. It just all you got to do is know how to deal with people. You know, explain things to someone in a way that's not patronising and that. And most things you're all right with, aren't you? You know what I mean? Which I know you can do because you proved it in a video before. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all about attitude, how you talk to people and that. But, you know, as we also all know, that if they don't like you that day, then, you know what I mean? But it does help to be able to talk to people properly. Actually, yeah. They're bringing up the anti-riot laws again. Years old, groups of 4 or more can be dispersed. I'm expecting curfews by 22. Fucking hell. I didn't know that. Again, I think it comes down to how decent or petty the cop is. Yeah, you're right. That's a point as well, yeah. If they just don't like the look of you that day, or you're in a bad mood, then, you know what I mean? A decent cop would know if you had a butter knife in a lunchbox that you are no threat. Exactly. 2022, yeah. Petty cop thinks score another point for catching knife wielding thug. Yeah. The problem is with being in the media all the time means there are a lot more to come down hard on you to make an example. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mean machine, the thing is, some police the power goes to their head. Yeah. Well, I've said it before. I think a bent copper is probably worse than any criminal because they're a combination of the two, really. You know what I mean? You know. I can respect a decent, hard-working policeman who does his job properly and has a bit of, you know, just does his job properly. But bent copper's fucking worse than a fucking drug dealer who sells drugs to kids, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a funny example, but Colonel Mustard, I was thinking of getting a keychain Coubertin. I bet they will become illegal. Yeah, I'd be careful with Coubertins because I do know that some police think they are illegal. Because I think the illegal ones are the hollow ones with the spikes that can screw in. But I know from experience that one of my relatives, a female, was stopped and had a go at by a policeman because she had a Coubertin, and it was the legal kind. It had spikes on it or anything, but he seemed to assume it was illegal, so he had to go and took it off her. Well, Frog, what is everyone? Here's EDC. Well, when I went up the post office earlier, that was in my EDC. I didn't take a lot with me. It was that and a bottle of water. That was my EDC today. But I knew I was going straight to the post office and back. Weapon and stuff, there are curfews. I'd love to run around the woods with night vision and camo. I doubt they'd have the balls to come and arrest me. We're scrapping. It's them versus us attitude that turns them bent. Colonel, what's a policeman's job? Women have that's an issue with our system. If cop arrests you for it and it takes you to court, even if you are in the right, you'll be screwed with legal fees and wasted time. Yeah, that's a horrendous thing to happen, really. Don't not see my EDC is Victorinox Tinker, smaller one. And suburbs, Coubertins are legal to own in your home. Just take it out in public. I know why now, innit? Because I suppose a Coubertin is purely a weapon. If it had another reason, it would probably be all right, wouldn't it? But because it's a thing designed as a weapon, isn't it? So it'd be an offensive weapon. Yeah, of course. I suppose if the Kuberton had a bottle opener on the end, it might then be just a bottle opener. But if it's just a Kuberton, then that's whole purpose is for self-defense. Yeah, that makes sense now I think about it. Bushcraft and I, you see a Ganzo, the paramilitary copy with a Benchmade lock. There's that one in it. That's what Bushcraft and EDCs, but with a digital camo handle in it. I EDC that in my house, but I wouldn't take it up to like the post office or something like that. Next is really your respect to the police force. I see some horrendous stuff, but very true. Bent Fed is worse than any crook. Definitely, innit, mate? Definitely. Weapons and stuff. The tactical pen is great for opening packets, I found. Definitely. Pete, tactical pen, wallet, chapstick, phone. Saying that, I had a bit of Vaseline on me when I went out because I get weird dry lips. And if I don't have that, it drives me up the wall. Whack a bit of that on, you know. Weapons stuff, yeah. I know lots of good people who were good cops, but they've all quit now for some reason. Actually, usually my EDC Victorinox champ, but I carry 4 or 5 depending on what I'm wearing or doing. Bushcraft, and that's the one amazing knife. Yeah, good, isn't it? I still love this knife. Still really good condition. Needs a bit of a sharpen, but yeah, proper decent knives there, aren't they, for the price? I would highly recommend these Ganzos. I know I've seen people. I think some of the old Ganzos needed a bit of work on them, but these ones now, you know, I didn't know the Ganzos had been around for about fucking 8 years. I think. But I've only known about the Ganzos the last couple of years. All of the Ganzos I've had, I've really liked them. Especially these. I like these sort of copies. Because you can get the feel of what a Spyderco or a Benchmade would be like. All from my key ring, car key, 8 other keys, detachable decent size EDC knife, detachable mini LED torch, and a bottle opener. Tell you what you need on your keys, mate. Hang on, where's my keys? Once I found my keys, I'll tell you something to get hold of. I mean, you probably never need it, but why not? It don't take up any room. Whack one of them on your keys. And I'll tell you something else I carry on my keys. Window keys. That could be handy. X-Ray Zulu, EDC, Field Tool, Outbridge, 550 Bushcraft knife, accompanied with Victorinox Forester, with a little nick knife skinner on the back, 5-inch ferro rod, backward stick, compass, whistle, all on sheath. That sounds a good setup. Bushcraft, I've had mine about a year and I carry it all the time, but still in top condition. Yeah, this is. It needs a tiny little bit of a tighten, but it's no looser than any of the other. Like it's still not like what am I trying to say here? I've had other knives that have been a lot looser after years of use, but ain't nothing a quick little tighten sort out. Kind of must. I feel sorry for those shops in the UK have all those knives now banned. All the stock goes in the bin. Yeah, and they can potentially be arrested for it. Pete said, just a cool thing to have. Weapons and stuff, I imagine I could EDC whatever I want within reason, as my area is 55,000 people. There are 2 full-time police. Okay, now. Volcarted. What on earth is that? Backdoor to Hogwarts? Yes. Handcuff key. Handcuff key. Actually, I'll pop a video up for you, Mike. Show you my field tool. Yeah, go on. I'd like to see that. You haven't whacked any on for a while, have you? X-ray, I don't think I've seen you put any on for a bit. Have you? I've already missed them. 2 weeks ago, yeah. I was going to say, I knew you hadn't done. I know you do them regularly, don't you? But I hadn't seen one for a while. Dumble Sabu, that if you're still on, you sent me a message, a link to something. I can't look at it in that chat, and that's like a group chat as well. All of the 10 people in it can see it as well. But yeah, I can't look at it on here. It won't open. Weapons stuff. What makes that worse, Mike, is that a really big police headquarters near me, and again, actual police is 2 officers full time. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Good for the criminals, but actually, Zulu EDC shouldn't let this one out, but radar keys, disability toilet, brilliant little carry, 3 bedroom on. Oh, fucking hell. Nice, I'm going to write that down. Didn't know about that. Yeah, no, a policeman's job was once upon a time to protect the public. How come they now have to only protect the UK corporate? Filthy Britain. Weapons and stuff, quite a few more part-time or PCSOs. Tim Ferdinand said, getting are you? Pete said, if magic was real, the UK would ban all assault ones. Yeah, wouldn't it? Bullfrog, universal for modern day handcuffs, not all the old ones from your time as a convict. Funny thing is, I got both on there. I got an old one and a new one. But no, actually, that will do the proper ones with the. No, I never had handcuffs with chains on either. I ain't that old. Oh no, I was in Reading jail, spelled Gaol, but it wasn't when Oscar Wilde was in there. Yeah, them fucking handcuffs with the bars on, man. They fucking kill your hands, they do. I once had them put on my wrist so tight and left on there for so long, probably about 3 hours, that even to this day, if I touch there or rub my hand along there, I get these shooting pains down my thumbs. Done to the nerves in my hands. Extra Zulu, I'm planning another 1 or 2 night. I've got a Alpine 210, Yellowstone cheaper, going to test it up. Dumble Sabu might send you an email, hopefully it'll work. Yeah, weird thing is, I've tried to even copy that link. In that weird chat thing, I hover over it, make it all blue, and then when I right click, it disappears again. I can't even, couldn't even copy and paste it. Colonel, do you have thumb cuffs? No, I ain't got no thumb cuffs. I have got some handcuffs though, with 2 links welded. But scrapping the fixed cuffs without the chain, they're awful. Twist them on purpose to get you. Yeah, they fucking kill, they do. Saying that though, I may have, when I was younger, had the ones with chain in for a bit, but that may have been like once or twice. And the majority of the times I've been handcuffed have been, the fixed cuffs, and they are painful. Colonel Mustard, when I was younger, we got a police stop and my friend had a Walkman They searched us, and one of them took the cassette out of my mate's Walkman and pulled the whole tape out of the cassette. Yeah, that's wrong, isn't it? That's just being a fucking arsehole, isn't it? You know what I mean? Weapons Stuff, the chat button still randomly disappears to me at times. That's weird, isn't it? Maybe it ain't working properly yet. Yeah, I don't know. Number Sabu, higher rigid cuffs are terrible. Yeah, very painful, I tell you. Tim Ferdinand meant drunk and buying loads of knives while I can. Agree with Gandu, knives are brilliant. I did wonder what you was getting at, Tim. What did you write after message and accidentally press enter or something? Kano said, I think Weapons Stuff just doing my job, just following orders. Wilfred, how long was you in there again? Did you ever make any attempts to escape laundry basket, tunnel, or losing weight and squeezing through bars? Maybe drugging the guards, coffee, and steel keys. I wasn't in there that long. No, I was only in there for about 6 weeks. But if I'd have got convicted, it would have been 7 years. But no, I didn't have to do any of that, planning escapes. Tell you what, when you're inside, if you even mention escape, you can get done for it in there. And what they do then, you have to walk around with a fucking orange tabard thing on, with possibly a letter on it, I think, so that you stand out. Yeah. So if you just shouted at your mate, "I'm gonna escape tomorrow" as a joke, that's it. Then you got to wear this fucking orange tabard thing, so you show up to everyone. Tim Ferdinand, no, just drunk. Did not say Weapons Stuff. That does sound familiar, doesn't it? Fucking ass is that? I sat in the same position. I hadn't moved for ages. What's time? It's 10:30. I might as well do the full 3 hours then, because I've been enjoying it and it's flown by, so I could easily do another hour. I tell you what, I'm just going to leave the chat for a minute. I'll run downstairs quickly and I'll be back, but it shouldn't be long. It should be less than a minute, I reckon. I'm back. I hope you weren't talking about me. Alright, let's go back now. Dreadnought Z, I think they hung a lot of people in 1946. Who claimed that? Colonel, I think all good UK should have handcuffs and thumb cuffs at the ready for the silent revolution. That's mine. Solely for bondage reasons. They're scrapping. Yeah, you can. I saw someone get dragged down block just joking about a helicopter coming. Yeah. Fuck's sake. When myself, I think Tommy said on one of his arrests, the cop said, "I'm sorry, but just have my orders." Really wonder how lots of cops still do the job if they knew it was political and not criminal prosecutions. Yeah. Gamble Sabu, Mike's gone after the last chocolate hobnob in the pantry. Now, funny thing is, I saw my camera come on someone I need to tell something coming in, so the lights come on. The camera is literally just behind the my monitor for the camera is just behind this camera on my security cameras. Colonel Mustard, I think he's gone for a shit. So you was talking about me then, was you? Colonel said, nice one, Mike. Silent. Not my club over there. Has everyone been liking the stream? Pink said, do you think dummy cams are a good idea or not? I think they probably would. As long as they look realistic, they probably would put people off. I do like having security cameras, though. They even just for, like knowing who's at the door. You know what I mean? We probably needed us at one point, but I'm the only one who uses them now. But they was set up for every single room could see them. You know, the bedrooms, the living room, could all see the security cameras if they wanted to. But I'm the only one who has a monitor in their room now. But they are handy for things. I don't actually record them though. They're more just for you can see who's at the door, see who's coming in, you know. But I can record them. I just don't bother anymore. I don't think I need to now. But they can still be done. And they said, do you know what they used to do when someone was hung, drawn, and quartered? Yeah. It was hung. And then the drawing was that drawn, like dragged across the floor, and then the quartered was, didn't you have to have, they cut your guts open, didn't they? Or was the drawn having your guts took out? And then the quartered was cut into 4 bits, wasn't it? From the stuff they have, they are a deterrent, I'd say, but useless if you actually need to look at footage. Yeah. Number Sabu, real cameras make no difference if even someone will wear a hoodie. Yeah. Yeah, mine, like I said, mine is more handy for I can see who's about. I can see if someone was out there. The light would come on, I see it on the screen. I know who's at the door, so if it's the postman. If I'm sat in here, also being slightly deaf, I can have the volume up slightly. If someone knocks on the door, I can see from up here. You know what I mean? No, not he hung, then dragged through the street by a horse and chopped it in 4 pieces. And stuff. I still think having them at the front and back is a good for advance warning, even if just catching a knock and running delivery man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Next is I think the law enforcement do know they're political police. I think about it. Think about it. Who orders who? In my opinion, imagine how many service employees would turn up if it went shit at the fan. Why protect some? Why protect some Joe 90 when your family could be in that rat shit? I wouldn't ditch my family. The wife, yes, but I'm fond of the cat. Oh, and the kids are okay. I send them to the shops. Yeah, that's what kids are for, aren't they? That's why I never get anything from the shop, because I never got anyone to send there. I said, yeah. Had from your neck to your groin cut open and your internals took out. Taken out, yeah. While you're still alive, wasn't it? I think when they hang you, it wasn't hung fully to death, was it? I mean, maybe, I don't know, but either way, it's all quite bad. Yeah, I have 2 security cameras. I got well, you would have seen them on that police raid video. But I've got one facing the door and one facing the drive and out onto the road. One of them is a colour camera. The one on the door is a colour camera, and the one on the drive is a black and white one, but it's also got those infrared lights, so you can see a bit in the dark. It shows up better than the colour one does at night. Did I say, has everyone been liking the stream? That that recent law video might bump up the views a bit. I noticed they get a lot of views, they do. And because I noticed when that does, it gets my video shared out a bit more. But I can't believe it sometimes. I get the same amount of views as someone with 100 subscribers, you know. It's fucking ridiculous. Definitely, the Spanish Inquisition had some fun games and toys. Yeah, torture stuff. Ones of the Judas Cradle was a pretty gruesome one. Which one's that? I've got a book on that kind of stuff. I can't think which one that is. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Yeah, you've only got to try sitting on a bloody fence with a bit like that for a couple of minutes and it hurts your ass. Imagine, oh, God, that would hurt so much, I think. It's like sitting on a pyramid on your, what's that thing there? Your taint. There is a proper word for it, isn't it? Bit between your balls and your ass. Perineum, is that what it's called? I don't know. Actually, now hanging should be returned. They can prove beyond all doubt these days. Sort them, don't feed them. Yeah. Bullfrog Police raid video. Yeah, I did do a video when I got raided in November 2017. I filmed some of them on my security cameras, but the problem was I did the video and then I started thinking, oh shit, I might be giving the police evidence here by discussing it. So I unlisted it. So I've still got it online. It's been 6 months now and nothing's happened. So I probably could put it back online. I'll tell you what, Bullfrog, if you want to see it though, just message me and I'll just send you the link. It's still on here. It's just I took it off because I didn't want to be incriminating people by saying stuff without realising it, you know, because no one had been charged with anything at that time. Dead Not to Eat heated chair was one of their favourites, apparently. I imagine heated means burning coals, doesn't it? Other stuff. It's where they dropped you onto a big metal wedge up the bum or vag. Bloody hell. Extra Zulu. Mark Chopper-Reed, he had the right idea, yeah. We're scrapping, right, guys. Got to go, unfortunately. Stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, mate. Same time. I'll speak to you then. Good having you on, mate. See you later. Dumble Sabu, Perry and Ian. Kind of muscle. I can remember that raid vid, no reason. No, exactly. It was very bizarre. Yeah. And they took a load of tools and you know, they had a warrant and everything. They did have a warrant. So they had their own reason, but it didn't make no sense to us because none of us had been doing any of the things they, you know. Yeah. If any of you don't want to see it, if you haven't seen it, ask me in a private message or an email and I'll give you the link to it. So it's still on here. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't incriminating people by saying stuff that I didn't know I was saying. You know what I mean. See you later, bushcrapping. And then I don't know if I'll just re-put it because I don't know if I put it back on. I don't know if anyone will see it. You know what I mean? I don't know whether to just delete it and then re-upload it and then it'll be like a new video again. But I don't know. It's still on there in a minute. Next time it happens, if one of them seems all right, because they probably would have done this last time, but I didn't think of it. I might actually, I'll tell you what, I'll put it on this stream. I know. No, I'll send you a private message, Bullfrog. If anyone wants it, just ask. What I might do next time when they come, because I know they probably will again, because they seem to every 4 or 5 years, 6 years. If he's all right, like it was last time, if it's one who's all right, I might actually film him, ask him if he'll let me film him, and get him to say, "I'm blah 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 of blah blah blah, and all of these items here are legal." And then I can have that as little video fucking backup. Do you know what I mean? All right, I'll write that down, Bullfrog. I'll send you it after this. Yeah. One thing I would say about the video, because this confused quite a few people. When you see the police on my cameras, it looks like they're wearing brown clothes. But there's something with my cameras, it makes things look the wrong colour. I remember a lot of people saying, how come they're brown? But they're not. They weren't in brown. It's just on that camera, it looks like they're wearing brown overalls, but they weren't. When was I think there's another Freedom March in London tomorrow. I wonder what attendance will be. 25k last one. That's fucking lot, isn't it? And that was without much media coverage and the police trying to block those attending. That's great that they're doing that. You know what I mean? Colonel Mustard, you can record anything you want in your own house for your own evidence. Yeah. Oh, I just mean whether he would agree to it. Do you know what I mean? If he was all right, he might, you know. Colonel Mustard. Oh, I read that. Dumble Sabu, Michael, your email, fellas. The last 2 messages I sent, you just come up as draft. Nah, shouldn't be. Nah, shouldn't. Let me have a quick look. Because it's proper emails, isn't it? So it shouldn't have a limit, should it? If I'll tell you what though, I'll delete some just to see what that does. But no, I shouldn't have a limit on there. I'll let you know in a second. I'll keep up to date with these messages. Colonel Mike, can the Israeli genocides of the Palestinians been mentioned on your live chat? Yeah, if you want, but I've got nothing to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, mention it if you want. I just can't. I can't discuss it because I don't know anything about it. X-Ray Zulu. Can anyone remember miners' strikes? Our first real look at civil unrest since Cromwell started this shit. Honest question. How far till it fails? I'm not sure if that was. I was born 1980, so do you know when that was? Did not say to hold a demo, you have to get Home Office permission. So if you want to protest against the government, you have to ask their permission. How weird is that? Yeah, bizarre, isn't it? That's typical of this country, though. Yeah, you got to ask permission to fucking protest. Weapon stuff. Did you see the last one where the cop decided to hit some people, protesters, but ran away scared when the crowd turned on them? No, I did not see that. Right, delete, 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 delete. Not that one. Yeah. Mean Machine, if you're still on, I'll message you later. And Double Sabu, I've just deleted about 6 messages, so if that helps, you sure you ain't pressing the wrong button? Pressing drafts instead of send. Oh, I'll tell you what does happen on mine though, Dumble Sabu. If you're replying to any messages, delete all of the other crap in it. Because sometimes that happens to me. If there's, you know, when you reply and it has all the old bits of the message in, delete all of that. Extra Zulu, Jumble Turbo, read it again. It says you're daft along. Said not to hear, I remember the miners' strike. Bullfrog gonna be a mod yet. Nah, there's no point, mate. There's no point. You know what I mean? Mohawk Charlesworth, have you got any new knuckle to show us? Right, I'm gonna have to Mohawk Charlesworth. I'll give you one chance. Knuckle dusters are illegal to own in the UK now, and I don't own any knuckle dusters. Yeah. Liam's only a mod because of that raid thing, and I just took him off of it. But no, Mohawk, I haven't got any, mate. Sorry. Extra Zulu. I'm sorry if I was a bit harsh then. It's just I get a lot of trolls on here deliberately trying to stir things up. You know what I mean? But no, I haven't. I've had to get rid of everything like that because with doing videos like I do, I will be a target straight away if I had that kind of stuff showing. They know my face. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, you know, different if you're on here and you've got no if you don't show your face or something, or you don't do videos, you know what I mean? In reply to Bullfrog, if I ever need you as a moderator, I will. But I won't bother until I need one. I wouldn't recommend it, mate. As soon as you become a fucking moderator, you get you don't want to get all the trolls coming on your channel. Kind of mustard, don't even explain to him. Mohawk, okay, dude, no worries. Mohawk photography, check it out, bro. I've watched all your videos for years, a lot in common, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. That's right, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, good. Yeah, just some of the trolls is just unbelievable, and I have to unless I recognise someone's name straight away, you know what I mean? Just watching that video, Liam, I'll describe it to everyone what's going on. There's a load of people chucking things at the police and they're running away now. That is quite funny, actually, watching them all run away. Actually, there's probably more police than the people chasing them as well. I don't know if there's more behind the camera, but that's quite funny. Gonna said hate on Israel, see how you get on. Quality isn't great on that one, but yeah, in longer videos the police are shoving and smacking people beforehand, and a few other areas where they run very quickly. Media span it as a violent attacks against the police. That was the only coverage. I imagine they would do that, yeah. Not show the police bit and just show that, because that would look terrible. Load of people chasing after the police if that's all you show. Bullfrog, I was in London that day when Free Tommy was on. Just not like that March. Yeah, I remember you saying you was going to London that day. He wasn't in that much, so but I saw him on that video. I'm joking. They're not easy to plod around like good ones. The pole taps right as well. That turned nasty very suddenly. Almost had a message sent, mate. Yeah, I don't know what that was about then. Oh yeah, I got it now, yeah. Dust Devil 1992 trailer, YouTube. Yeah, I'll watch that later then. Lucano. One thing I did know, 4 million Jews were rounded up during World War II, 6 million gassed, 7 million survived to claim compo. I watch videos and write sometimes just to see how many GP5s I can spot. Saying about gas masks and that, I reckon, Liam, when I've got a bit of money, I'm going to go on B Store's thing, his shop, and buy one of them filters you said about. £7.50, and then get one of the converters, the 60 mil to 40 mils, and then I'll have one for my gas mask. So I quite like that gas mask. It fits me well. That would work, wouldn't it? Weapon stuff. There's a video where the riot cops got owned by Rangers fans during football riots. The hooligans had to save some of the cops who tripped over and got swarmed. It was usually football in the late 80s riots every weekend. Yeah, there's some good videos on that. If you want to, yeah, the old fucking football hooligan videos are very fucking, you know. Kerno and X-Ray, let's not have any discussion about Jews being gassed and stuff, just in case, do you know what I mean? Because you could get done, you could probably get done for fucking Holocaust denial if you start that. That's a thought crime, isn't it, really? You know what I mean? When you think about it. You can have a private discussion about it, but you got to remember, because this goes on my channel afterwards, do you know what I mean? Weapon stuff, not on your videos, obviously, but in a public, all speech should be allowed, so the stupid ideas can be ridiculed. Not people arrested for wrong think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And I agree with having discussions about things, but problem on our private accounts, like my private account and like Liam's private account, someone was saying to him about something earlier about how he won't even talk about this. But it's my channel who has to have the reputation of discussing certain things, not you. You know what I mean? And it's my channel that would get shut down, not yours. You know, I'm the one who loses everything for people talking about things. I'm not aiming this at Liam, this is at everyone. You know what I mean? Because I agree with it. There should be freedom of speech and all that, you know, and you shouldn't should be able to talk about whatever you want, but when they want to make a crime out of it, you know what I mean? Bullfrog, there was a push bike cop near me. He calls his push bike the old beauty. So Liam saying about there's only 2 full-time police in his area. I don't think there's any around here. Certainly don't see, you know, like you hear about police actually walking about places. I think I've seen the cops walk around my area once in about 10 years. Okay, Julie, apologies. My comment on the Jewish was simply a jest and absolutely no offence was intended. Already, no, I said I don't mind. I just, you know what I mean, don't you? Because if I knew that comment would just be that would be it. No one else would want to start discussing it. But you know, another thing I was on about with Liam earlier is it can turn into a shit fest of talking about things. Do you know what I mean? And it just gets worse and worse and worse. So you have to sort of mention it early. But no offence taken. Do you know what I mean? They're not all getting a bit serious. So Popo the Pixies was walking through the enchanted wood one day when he saw a big green figure sitting on a tree stump with his head in his hands, groaning loudly. When you said Popo, I thought you was on about the place for a second then. Weapons off. Rams Paul, who I watch, has that issue. He gets called a Nazi because he constantly gets asked to talk about the Holocaust, etc., even though he is not a denier. Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, it comes back on the channel rather than the viewers when it does. What I mean, so he has zero discussion policy on it because it happens every time. Then not he walks up to a figure and says, "Hey, are you a goblin?" The figure sits up and says, "No, I've got a fucking headache." Mohawk said, "Have you ever done urban exploring? I'm a photographer and I go in abandoned buildings. I've had plenty of run-ins with the law. As an ex-Doran who lost his badge due to confiscating a taser. Doorman, I suppose that. Yeah, Doorman. Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah, because you get done for it, wouldn't you? But I've never done urban exploring because near me. There's nowhere really to go to walk to now. But there were some brilliant places near me as a kid. There was abandoned houses and yeah, there's nowhere to look around here now. Not in walking distance anyway. But I wouldn't mind doing it. Number seven, it's amazing the comedian can say something on TV and it's okay. But you say exactly the same joke on social media and you could get arrested. I know. I think that's disgraceful, really. As usual, I knocked a Jew over once. I got the car and put my coat under his head. I asked, "Are you comfortable?" He said, "I make a living, I get by." I'd say. Colonel Mustard, we have no police in the area unless the sun comes out. But we have cameras everywhere. Anything happens, the police are there within minutes. Yeah, we don't even have cameras around my way. Double Serbo, that's made my 20 years worth of midget jokes seriously redundant. Fuck's sake. Actually, urban explorer, dogging some non-car owners. Yeah, that one. Yeah, we got dogging sites around here up the local bloody motorway and bypass. Not that I would know, because I don't drive. My local police certainly aren't here within minutes. About 10 years ago, a guy nearly beat his wife to death. Police received several calls, but took them nearly an hour to get there. Yeah, don't surprise me. I was just reading a message about something. I nearly told off I sort of did tell off my nephew a bit earlier because I found a bloody looked like some kind of berry in his pocket. So I had to say to him, 'cause he's only 5, don't ever do things like that. Don't pick berries unless an adult says you can, and don't ever put them in your mouth, stuff like that. And then I find out later it's a bloody cherry that hadn't turned into a cherry yet, and the teacher said he could bring it home to bloody plant it. So I felt a bit guilty after that. But luckily, I hadn't told him off. I'd just sort of explained to him, only take berries if an adult says you can, sort of thing. Other than stuff, he sent me to prison for quite a long time, if I remember. Hang on. Oh, the bloke beating his wife. He went to prison for quite a long time, if I remember. I think she had to have a lot of facial reconstruction surgery. You know. not say is the US in the US. They say the police are only minutes away. In the UK, well, someone around next Tuesday to take a statement. Yeah. Oh, Google rock post near you, dude. I'm in Shropshire. I go all over. Feel free to drop me a message on my page anytime. Take it easy, dude. Speak soon. Yeah, take care, mate. Bullfrog, have you ever thought about taking up part-time jobs as a PCSA to earn extra bread? Reckon they'd have me for that. Funny thing is, one of my dad's friend's sons was a police special constable, and he'd been in the police station a couple of times when I'd been arrested, and because one of the times, because if you ever get arrested when you're drunk and it's night time and you're going to sleep, they have to check on you every 15 minutes in case you like start choking on sick, I suppose. So you have to be woken up every 15 minutes. And one of the times he woke me up, probably first time, he said, "Oh, I know your dad," and I didn't register who it was till years later. But the funny thing is, every time he was around with my dad's, whenever he was around with his dad, and his dad was my dad's mate, he'd always say to me, "Show him your tattoo, show him your tattoo." Next day, Zulu, just after I knocked the 3-2 over, I got stopped by the feds. That's what's up. I asked a female officer, "I think you're staggering drunk," she said. "You're not bad sober," I replied. I struggled to read that one. Extra Julie, picking berries, nettles, etc. Pick above the cock height. Pete, if someone beats their wife, they need their face stomping. Yeah. They're not doing X-ray Zulu above head height if you're a midget. Well, that's what I mean. He's only 5. He's bloody under 3 foot, probably. And I said, "Yeah, I kept being woke up in the cell when I was drunk. Fuck, let me sleep." Yeah, it's a nightmare when you're because you cannot go to sleep, but they won't let you till you appear sober, I suppose. Yeah, woke up every fucking 15 minutes for the whole night to make sure you weren't fucking dead. I appreciate them looking after me, but I'd rather some sleep. Texas Zulu, lol, midgets mind the racist line now. What we got to call them? People of diminutive status. Said the midgets are not a race. Well, when was stuff? Little people is PC term now, Mike. Vertically challenged. I can't fucking talk. Some people would say I'm fucking vertically challenged. They're not there unless there's such a thing as a midget racing course. Bullfrog, they never caught that flasher by the river. He was described as 5'2" male, olive skin, and he was running around naked. Like 10 people reported it, and bet the bike cop was never about. I thought you was going into a joke then. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what, what's the fucking interesting video? Surely most of you lot must subscribe to Lewis. What's Lewis's full account? I'm going to send you a video. If you haven't seen this, it was about, he was chasing after someone who he reckons nicked he got his motorbike nicked. And if any of you lot don't subscribe to Lewis, he's got the exact same kind of channel as ours. Some of you definitely will. Where is it? Fucking hell is it? Right, this is Lewis's channel. I highly recommend subscribing to this bloke if you like my channel, if you like Liam's channel. Does crossbows, does all the same kind of stuff as me, Liam, weapons survival, Jack Striker, you know, Bullfrog, all that kind of stuff. And then on there was a video. I might have took it off. Well, maybe he's took it down, but subscribe to him anyway. Yeah, looks like he's took that off. He was following some bloke who nicked a moped, and then he found an old burnt out, or not burnt out, but a quad that had been took apart. But he's just got the new. He's got the crossbows you've got, Bullfrog. He's just got the new Armex. He's got both the two new Armexes. If you want to see tests on the new Armexes, subscribe to Lewis. Tell him I sent you. I said I'd share his stuff. Extra Zulu, I'll get held for 48 hours southeast fucking town clock every 15 minutes. Wasn't suicidal when I went in. Fucking suicidal when released. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Bullfrog, not a joke. No, it sounded like it was at first, though. None of these like always doing their bloody jokes. Don't know, the only place I get at my door is fucking Capita. Humble Sabu, there was a guy who had no arms, legs, or a body called Ed the Head. He opens his present on Christmas morning and said, "Oh, Mum, not another bloody hat." So, did not say he had a would-be ninja that used to creep around wearing all. We had a would-be ninja that used to creep around wearing all the gear and pretend to be invisible. Local plod was scared of him. Get stiff of him. Let's say. Weapons Hub, I remember his vids from years ago. Good to see he's uploading again. Click the button. Yeah, cheers for doing that, Liam. Yeah, he's a good bloke, Lewis, isn't he? Does the exact same videos we do. Yeah, he had a bit of time off, and now he's got that problem of YouTube ain't sharing his videos to anyone. So yeah, I recommend if anyone has subscribed to him, let him know I sent you. Like I said I would, and click the bell as well, because otherwise I've noticed he's been uploading videos and getting one bloody comment on it. Yeah, sounds like me, but I'm not spying on. I'm in camo spying on the shape. Funny thing is, Liam, when he said that, apart from the ninja bit, I did think of you. Didn't I? He said, "Lol." Bullfrog said that video where the tent was, you remember that place is a haunt for illegals evading immigrant control and wrong uns. Don't get stoned there. Yeah, I don't get stoned anymore anyway. So. Peach opens present. What no socks, lol. Humble Sour Boo, gotta go. Speak to you tomorrow. Yeah, see you later, mate. I'll be on normal time tomorrow. Kerner says, who here has a TV license? I do. Yeah, we got one here. I get asked that every time I go on fucking just do. Thanks for doing getting stoned back to Jews. Yeah, I don't know why Lewis took that down. It might have been because well, I'm not going to go into it, can I? Because I don't know what the consequences of not having it are. You know, so admitting you do or don't have something that could get you in trouble is a stupid thing when you're on camera and everyone can see me saying it. You know what I mean? You know. I don't know the ins and outs of it. But yeah, I have got one. Actually, Zulu, my dad must be Jewish. He's that tight, only breathes in. Bullfrog, female jogger's been groped down there, and there was some instance where a homeless bloke blown in half of a shotgun. Fucking hell. My dad and younger brother live in that town where it is. Yeah, it sounds dodgy, mate. Yeah, don't have stuff like that round here, luckily. Do in the fucking town, but I live in a village, so, you know what I mean? Colonel Mustard, I carry a Greek toy called Baglary, two metal balls on a paracord, finger spinning toy, good for cracking over the head if need. Yeah, that sounds good. You know, that's the kind of thing you need, really. Something that, anything that's got a use, and, you know, you have to be clever nowadays, don't you? They're not there. I knew a girl who was so mean, she switched off the cooker when she turned the bacon over. That's sad. Then, my dad, on my dad being tight, he's got a scar on the back of his head where he dropped a 50p coin. Right. Colonel Mustard in 70s known as Clackers. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Clackers, isn't it? Yeah. Colonel Mustard, yeah, a bit like Clackers, but the cord is shorter. Yeah, I just had a look. One stuff reminds me of those magnets that make the weird noises. Yeah, I don't know what they are. What's everyone at tomorrow? Doing anything? Did not say, did you hear about the blonde who spent an hour staring at a carton of orange juice because it had concentrate written on it? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I might try and do a video. Thing is, on weekends, I can't really do shed stuff because I let other people use the shed if they have to. You know what I mean? Depends. If no one's in the garden, I suppose I could do a knife throwing video. It's a bit of fun. I might enjoy doing the knife throwing now. I don't know. She's really got the wife a new vibrator. She's done naught but moan every time she uses it. I'm grateful for it. Bullfrog, and it's actually one of the nicest towns in Kent, although towns here are shitholes. Yeah, it's round here, I tell you. This village is alright, but even then, every time someone dies, they move in someone. If it's council estate, the council house, every time someone dies, it's never just a normal family put back in the place. You know what I mean? It's also fucking freak shows or, you know. Kind let's just stop talking about that. It's the easiest thing to do. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how some of you that can't tell by my reactions to things that I want to stop talking about them. You know what I mean? It must be obvious. I try to make it as obvious as I can with the way I react to things. Maybe I don't do it obvious enough. You know what I mean? Weapon and stuff, buzz magnets or other names they're called, sound sort of like electricity. All right. Did not see. How about the blonde who thought cunnilingus was nice? Yeah, man. Weapon stuff. We used to live near some people called the whoopie doos because they used to shout whoopie doos all through night. That is weird. Well, stuff you need to pull NAR facial expressions. I think I do, don't I? We'll set some up. I'll make a video of my facial expressions, and if I'm pulling certain ones, that means stop talking about it. I like that. I think I've just got into the Vice Squad on that. And a mustard. If you have a dartboard, make or get some small throwing knives. I have got dartboards. I'll have to take the wire off of one of them and do that. Actually, the best thing I heard the wife say, she was asked by the doctor how many kids she had as quick as a flash. She said 2 that I know of. That's sake. I like that. That was good. Especially if that's true. 2 that I know of. Yeah, because that don't make sense to a woman, does it? So. 2 that I know of. Maybe she was asleep when the other ones came out. Oh, God. When was that? Yeah. We have had some really weird neighbours next door. It used to be a rental house. We had a US Airman before I was born, and the whoopie doos, and the nurse who had a dog. She was nice. After she moved, they sold the house instead of renting it, and my current neighbours have been there for years. Fucking whoopie doos. That's really, really weird, isn't it? What was off? Yeah, it used to stop me sleeping through the night. Whoopie doo. Yeah, that's fucking bizarre. Pete said, BRB moving to my phone. I'll only be on for 10 more anyway, but yeah. That was I imagine one of them was mentally ill. Yeah. Right, there's long, it's true. Some blood test for HRT. She got 2, I got 2. Hooked up Brady Bug. Oh, God. Who are the whoopie doos? That was Liam's neighbours when he was a kid. Well, I don't know if he was a kid, but his neighbours at one point. All my neighbours have been all right. My next door neighbour at one point was my nan. Same house, this same house. We lived in the house next door till I was about 5. Moved up the estate, we call it up the estate, for 6 months, and then moved back to the house next door to where I used to live. So then my house, and then my nan's house was next door. And then when she died, well, at the time I didn't really like them that much, but I think it was more because I was a drunk and I didn't like someone living in my nan's house who wasn't family. So I used to sort of terrorise them a little bit. This is when I was still drinking all the time. But weirdly, is they still live there now, and they're the perfect neighbours, and I get on with them. And I used to drink with the two of the girls who lived there. Used to come around my house and get pissed with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but they're good neighbours. I like them. You know, it's just they must have forgiven me for the things that I did. I say terrorised, and I used to kick their door in occasionally and stuff like that, and then get arrested. But they've always been alright about it, weirdly. And they called the police, and I accepted I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're alright. I like them. Well, Frog, I only have one neighbour, but that's because on the end of a row, and that's an A road next to me. Mind you, this is a one-bedroom property, and I'm moving to somewhere else next year. Not sure where though. Yeah, I suppose being on the end would be alright. Like you said, one neighbour, quite good. Weapons and stuff. Did I mention the perv that got his cock cut off? Supposedly, no, you haven't. No, I've never heard that. Kind said I love drinking. So do I. Well, I did used to love drinking from the age of about at least 15 to 21. Just before I was 21, I was drinking virtually every single day. Get pissed every single day. Not just drinking, actually getting drunk every single day. And yeah, I was an alcoholic. I am an alcoholic, but I can control it now. I spent at least 6 or 7 years not drinking anything, and then I started again by accident, really. But I can control myself now. Can't control my drinking. Like, once I start drinking, I can't stop. And I have to drink until I'm completely drunk. But I can do that now without getting into any trouble at all. I just have a really good laugh now. But yeah, if ever there was something that I would call my drug is booze, definitely, Kerner. And stuff, we used to have a public masturbator that would go into the bushes, look through people's windows and have a wank. He got arrested for it quite a few times. Eventually he stopped and moved. Rumour was he was having a wank and someone used a head trimmer on him. Fuck's sake. I love weird stories like that because it probably has a bit of truth in it, you know. And I said mine too. Yeah, my drug of choice is definitely booze. I cannot drink. Although I can go places sober now. That was something I could never do. I could never go to a party sober. I can go to a party sober now or a pub sober, and then I can start drinking casually. You know, have a casual drink, but it will always. I can have a casual drink while I'm at the pub. Unless we're there for a long time, then I will get proper drunk. But what I do is I have a casual drink at the pub, controlled drink as much as I can. And then when I get home, I'll carry on my own drinking until like 3 o'clock in the morning, till I'm unconscious sort of thing, or falling asleep. But I don't get in no trouble now. Maybe Mr. Ronald got him. Yeah, maybe that's what all them bags was for. I start and say 3 weeks binge and promise that's it. Is that what you do? The old binge, go on like a 3-week bender. Yeah. I've always found alcohol addiction a bizarre one as well, because it's a bit like I class alcohol addiction similar to like gambling addiction. Not everyone gets it. You know, some people can drink fine, some people can gamble fine, never become addicted to it. Unlike if you smoke fags for long enough, or if you take strong drugs for long enough, you'll get addicted to it. You know, booze, some people can drink and never get addicted to it ever. As I said, takes a wee bit longer though. Weapon stuff, I swear I must have some other weird neighbours, but I can't think of right now. The weird thing is, I keep thinking I've got something similar to that, but I can't. It's not in my head at the minute, you know. I once accidentally stuck a hedge trimmer in my leg. It stung a bit, I can tell you. Lol, I'd hate to get one in the groin. Bullfrog, I smoked weed nearly every day, 16 to 23, sold weed as well for some time. I think too. I did drink socially a lot too, but I don't think it caused me any health problems. And I was always pretty fit all that time. Probably already mentioned that. So yeah, I think you did. Definitely mentioned. I think you have mentioned the weed stuff. Yeah. I've had stages where I was doing both. Because we used to hang around with a dealer, so it meant all the draw was free all the time. You know what I mean? It was very nice. Smoking too much draw and drinking too much has definitely made me paranoid, though. That's definitely affected my brain. And getting stoned, pissed, smoking skunk and fucking drinking Tenant Super, guaranteed we get arrested. Weapon stuff, I'd say I have a coffee addiction. Yeah, I would say I'm addicted to coffee. Yeah. That's probably, apart from booze, that's probably the only thing I am now. You know. Dead Not Z said me too, and Kearney said I wish I have coffee addiction. That's the only thing, when I thought about if I couldn't have stuff, you know, say if there was like some kind of shit hit the fan or something, the only thing would be coffee that I would have to get out of my system, sort of thing. Bullfrog said free weed. Lonnie must have been a pretty nice dealer. No nice dealers around here. Well, he was about bloody 16 at the time. We was all about 16 at the time, and I suppose he'd share it out because he was always around my house. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that was good. I got caned for free nearly all my life when I did smoke it. I do like opiates and nicotine as well, but I can take. I can only take those when I want, so often never do. All the opiates I get unprescribed because I'm ill. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, it's nearly time to finish up. That flew by today. Apart from the odd telling offs I had to do. I'm definitely going to do that, Liam. I'm going to start doing some LA Noire facial expressions. Or you're not going to have to start playing it to know. Yeah, I'm going to have to go off now. That is that's 11:30. They're not there. I'll just have sertraline happy pills. The only thing I take is paracetamols and ibuprofen. No, that's all good, Colonel. I'm joking around anyway. Weapons have always excuse a lie, not doubt, Mike, because you can back out of a lie. Always excuse, yeah, hang on. Always accused of lie, not doubt, Mike, because you can back out of a lie. Oh, I didn't know that. Always accused. So always accused of a lie, yeah, not doubt. I didn't know that, yeah. Because I must admit, I've been terrible at it. Bloody, when I first started it off, I was getting every fucking thing wrong, and it would say you got 0 out of 8 questions right. Callum, I've said it before, but I used to be addicted to Diet Coke. Drank at least 1 can a day for years. And I want to stop something, just take it one at a time. Get easier after a while. Yeah, my mum and half my family were addicted to Diet Coke. I think my mum really is still. When something else, one of the things I didn't like, well, anyway, the interrogation system was broken. Yeah, I was getting, you know, you can still progress, can't you? But yeah, bloody hell, I was getting, yeah, none of them right. I'm starting to wonder if it's because I couldn't read faces. No, well, it's a good game though. I quite enjoy it. It is weird though, and it wasn't what I was expecting. Like some of you said, it might be what you think, you know. But yeah, it's quite enjoyable. Might play half an hour now quickly. Yes, that's it. If anyone wants to join in a chat tomorrow, I'll be on the same time. Didn't you hear me, Bullfrog? I've pretty much got the money. I just need to wait 30 days for this money to clear, and I'll have it. So in about 40 days, I'll have one. PS4. So I'll see you on there. yeah, cheers for joining, everyone. I'll be on tomorrow at 8:30. I don't know if it's enjoyable and the time flies, I'll do the whole 3 hours. If not, I'll do 2 or something. I mean, when they're like this, I can do it for free and you don't even know you've done 3 hours. You know. When you have to block people every fucking 5 minutes, it starts to get on your nerves. Yeah, Bullfrog, I'll send you that video in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, all right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers for joining. I appreciate it. It's been a good laugh tonight. All right. See you later.